you all are in the stables with this unconscious Malphas, Stormcrow, and you are debating on what it's exactly to do after this fight just ended. And I would say you probably have about 30 minutes left. If you're not going to do anything of any significance of exertion, I would I would allow you to take a short rest.
I will take that short rest.
I will do my bardic thing on that short rest.
Is that-
Evelyn.
Is that short rest before we go talk to the Goblin King? Is that what you just said?
But it's before this crow wakes up.
Yeah, we have 30 minutes till he wakes up.
Yep.
How long do we have until sunset?
I mean, it's hard to tell, but probably another hour or so.
Okay, yeah. We also will take a short rest.
Let me post my short rest thing so that everybody.
Would that heal people who have dueled?
Short rests will not. So when you take a short rest, you spend your hit die. That hit die cannot be used to heal damages from duels.
I meant Tendy's singing.
Tendy's singing, yes, that is magical healing.
Okay.
So you would gain an extra 1d6 hit points. So like you really can't spend any of them, unless you want to spend one and then roll a d6. But you're not actually going to be spending one to heal if like for example you haven't taken damage except for the duels. So
Yes.
you could spend one of your hit die, not roll it because that can't heal you, but you can roll the d6 if you want.
I will do
Can
that.
I ask real quick before that
Yes.
happens? The Cure Moderate Wounds book, that is also magical healing, yes?
Yes.
So I can also do that for you guys as well if anyone really needs healing. That's 2d8 plus Evelyn. 2d8 plus 6. Is that correct, Jordan? It's 1 per caster level, so that is both of my levels, Bard and Sorcerer, right?
I'm trying to look at your book, the book here.
Let me put it in the chat. Oh, that didn't help.
How would I heal myself with a d6? I mean, like mechanically.
You'd roll a d6.
And he probably would add it to our health.
Yes.
Cures 2d8 points of damage plus 1 point per caster level, maximum of 10.
This.
It
Sorry,
didn't register. I just rolled a dice and it didn't come up on the thing. Yours came up.
There it is.
There it is finally.
So we're looking at this chapbook of Cure Moderate Wounds, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And this chapbook itself contains 25 scrolls of Cure Moderate Wounds, and if we click on the item Scroll of Cure Moderate Wounds, this spell scroll bears the words of a single spell, Cure Wounds. So you have however many of those that you have. Cure Moderate Wounds is not usually a fit. I know we talked about it, but like that's why we needed to have. Well, Cure Moderate is more is like a Pathfinder type spell, not usually D&D. So I bet that's something that they may not have carried over when they.
Functions like Cure Light Wounds, except it cures 2d8 points of damage plus 1 per caster level, maximum 10.
Yeah. So in this case, then, Cure Wounds itself is different than a potion. Because a potion is 2d4 plus whatever. So Cure Wounds is 1d8. What other? Oh God, did not expect to look this back up today.
While he looks that up, did you guys heal up? Is your current wound accurate?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Also, while he's looking that up, I guess I have a question when you're done reading, Jordan.
All right. Cure wounds. I will say, what's your spellcasting ability modifier? Charisma. +3. So it's 2d8 plus 3. Because it is a higher level spell of Cure Wounds. If it was like a second level or higher, it's a d8 for every slot above first. So 2d8 plus 3. And so I can remember, in case this ever comes back up again, I'm going to put notes 2d8 plus 3. There.
So the +3 is.
Hold on. Correct. All right, what was the question? Oh, my. No,
Hello, sir?
Our Discord opened all day. Decides now to restart.
you had a question?
Yes. So, I think Poppy has already done it, but I was going to ask, since the fight we just had wasn't a duel, Poppy can heal normally.
Correct.
Okay, so I was going to say that Poppy at the time had the most amount of damage and was at moderate health. So I was going to say save it for her, but maybe we should save that for people who have dueled and have taken a lot of damage. Or is it seen as a bad thing to heal in between using magic?
If you've got magic, then you should use it.
Okay.
Hosh will also go ahead and spend one of his hit die.
Okay, so the folks that are doing Song of Rest already did theirs. If you didn't add it yet, I can roll that for you because I have that as a spell on my sheet. That 1d6 that will just automatically heal you. I think everybody gets it whether they want it or not. Hang on, let me look.
No, it's when you spend if they spend one or more hit dice, then that creature regains 1d6.
Okay.
So like for Leofston, unfortunately, he can gain the 1d6, but he has to use one of his hit die that he's not going to be able to heal anything from.
Do I roll the 1d6 or do you roll?
I do.
Okay.
You said it uses their hit die. So then you would be down 1 hit die, Skylar, but yes, I can roll that right now.
I already used 2 hit die though.
Oh no!
Perfect. You're good then, Skylar.
You can go ahead, Katie, if you wanted to
You
roll.
want me to
for
roll
it.
for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Listen, I did my best.
Tendy just taps him on the knee.
Well, you're also going to get a cure moderate because you're above. Right now, I kind of want to do it if someone's above 15 wounds, then I will do it unless you specifically ask. I think that's fair because I only have 25 of them and I've already used. This is going to be my 5th one.
I would save it for Leofston because
Okay.
while 18 is a lot, he also has 88, so he's still sitting at 70 health.
Fair. Okay.
Yep.
He's so beefy.
Wait, I have something for Song of Rest. Please hold.
Oh,
I have a
holding.
new thing that I got as a bard.
Hmm? This dead air is brought to you by Bang Energy Drink. I maybe we can talk about it afterwards, but nobody will know, and maybe it could benefit them too.
Oh no, it's never mind.
What's happening?
What
right
I
now?
was saying was I wish that you could set it so that the things on your sheet, like your features, are not just in alphabetical order. Like I would love to be able to sort it by when I got the thing.
You can.
Because I just got a bard thing, but I can't find it. And I'm gonna find it, that's fine. I'm just making a comment.
Yeah, there's ways to sort.
Nobody needs to hear my sassy comments, that's why I'm not saying it on mic, but now
Right.
I have said it.
I mean, it might be beneficial. Are you talking about on your action tab? Oh, abilities. You do have a lot of features. I think it's just that your Song of Rest can be able to refresh as. Yeah. Anywhoozle. Any other preparations that you are making for this? Are you guys interrogating the Stormcrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you setting it up?
Well, he's currently he's got his hands tied behind his back, so I imagine Lee Austin would have tied his arms around a pole, a post of some sort, a column, and left him on the floor.
Mhm.
Like sitting on the floor. And he's just gonna stand above him with his arms crossed, all beefing up, but let the other people talk.
Poppy, before he wakes up, takes all of his stuff and puts it far away from him,
Okay.
like his weapons and stuff.
Sounds good.
I did say his hands are tied together, right? Like Lee Austin tied his hands together.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
tied up. He do be tied. So then, okay.
Tendy's just gonna sit in the corner and stare. I have all my truth stuff, so I'm just gonna listen to what is said.
Well then, if there isn't anything else, the rest of the hour passes by, and you start to see the Stormcrow kind of eyes sort of blinking inside of the eyelid and twitching a bit before finally fluttering and coming to, and the dark eyes quickly look around at every of where it's at, and then to any one of you that are nearby.
Tendy waves.
Lee Austin is standing close enough, like within striking distance, but he is looking towards Poppy and Prudence, letting them ask the questions.
Welcome to the world of the living. You get good beauty rest?
It doesn't say anything.
Lee Austin looks at Hush or Sin. You may not speak common.
I suppose I can. Let me see what I can remember for these storm crows.
Can I roll to know things since we've been around him for an hour or no?
Yeah.
I don't have anything particular I want to know. I'm just curious.
I've only heard of them. I don't know anything much about them, unfortunately.
Well, the letter was in Elvish, wasn't it?
No, it was in common. Wait, yeah, it was in
It was in
Elvish.
an unknown. No, it was in an unknown language to anybody.
Right.
Well, tit.
Anybody speak bird?
I can understand bird. I can't speak it though.
How do you talk to a bird?
I can
You just talk to animal.
I can only talk to like birdie or birds.
And
You're
that-
not
I mean,
bird
if
enough.
if
He's
If
a
we-
fake bird.
if we kill him, then Sin can speak to him. I think.
No.
Why do you
Sin
have
can speak
speak
to
to
the
the dead on both of your characters?
I don't have speak with dead on or.
Yet.
He has raised
Yeah.
dead on Or.
Oh, excuse me.
Tendy starts doing this thing. This is a joke. Tendy doesn't do that.
Chitter, chitter, chitter.
You doing an insight check to know things? it would be a knowledge check, which would
Knowledge.
be nature.
Knowledge is nature.
I didn't tell you what to roll yet.
Just use your 17. and add-
Hey.
I should have used my 17.
We're using your 17. I'm just saying. Look,
Oh,
so 17 plus 3 is a 20.
you were in the middle of talking, Asasha. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Mm. The Malphas itself. You've heard stories where these sorts of storm crows were raised with a sword in their hands and are warriors that serve the aristocracy of the Shadowfae unswervingly. You know that they are laconic in speech, but nevertheless,
Laconic?
yes, we're all gonna learn a word today.
Yay.
Laconic, of a person's speech or style of writing using very few words. They nevertheless serve as envoys and messengers from time to time, though as much or more is communicated by the choice in messenger as in the message itself. So they're not very wordy.
Well, shit.
You do know that a couple of languages that they do speak is Common and Giant and Raven folk.
Oh.
Could I see if he's just not talking because he doesn't want to talk? You know, like when people talk and they just like, you can tell that you know what they're saying, but they're just like ignoring you.
That's what I was assuming was happening.
Well, I mean, do you share this information that you know about the Malphas? Then I don't think a roll is necessary, Prudence. If it can speak and understand Common, and it's not answering, it is a pretty common tactic for if someone is captured to not say anything.
I guess he doesn't have a reason to speak if he doesn't want to.
I could give him a reason.
That's what I mean. Is no one is forcing him. So
Well, I could make him say something.
Prudence,
Yes.
give me a medicine check.
I would love to. $19.
So much medicine.
You cut his throat out so he can't speak.
In thinking of why, of trying to put together, well, if it understands Common, then why, and speaks Common, why isn't it responding? And you kind of just are looking upon this Stormcrow, and you can see that there is some feathers that just seem a bit out of place, or maybe that there are some feathers missing around the neckline collar of of the robes that it is wearing.
Oh. Leoxton.
Hmm.
Do you still have your healers kit?
He nods and pulls it out of his pack.
May I borrow it?
He nods and gives it to her.
All right, little crow. I'm going to help you. Nothing funny, all right?
Austin reaches down and just grabs its beak and like pulls its head up.
Thank you. That'll actually make that much easier. I don't know what I have to roll for the thingy. Will you roll it for me, Leo?
What thingy?
The medicine kit, you have to roll a d4 or something, right?
To do what?
To heal the bird.
Okay, so you're wanting to heal the
Neck wound.
the beast that attacked and killed Wicket.
Well, you need him to speak. If he can't speak, then...
She's good cop.
Okay,
I'll be bad cop. I got this.
So just to kind of help explain, the medicine check pointed out that you spotted there is some sort of thing wrong with its neck, as far as the feathers missing. I don't want you to,
like
to
a-
waste a
Like an old wound.
yeah, I don't want you to waste a use of a healer's kit to be able to determine. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check real quick.
Okay.
Medicine is essentially, you know,
God damn.
you were able to spot it in your inquiry, and then investigation will tell you that there is scarring along parts of his neck, or parts of this Stormcrow's neck. Could
Oh.
indicate that maybe they can't speak.
Prudence stops what she's doing and looks closer. Oh, this is an old wound. She looks at the creature in the eyes. Did somebody do this to you to prevent you from speaking?
Leostin lets go of its mouth.
Can you blink once for yes and twice for no?
It shakes its head no because it blinks
Oh.
an amazing amount of times.
Maybe if you hand him a pen and paper.
Oh, do you know how to write? All right. Well, in order to do that, and she looks back at the party, we're going to need to free his wing.
Tendy can message.
That's also an option.
Bird can message back.
Go ahead, Tendy.
It's probably the safest bet.
What can Tendy say?
We'll tell him that we found the letter, and we want to know who it's from.
Jordan, I will DM you what he
You
says.
gotta remind me of this letter, by the way.
You're the
It was
one
that
who
thing.
wrote it.
It was
Well, I
the
guess
AI generated letter.
AI wrote it for you.
We don't have to tell everybody in YouTube land. Good lord. But how far back was this?
Didn't you pin it?
Didn't I did. No, I don't think I pinned it, but I got it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I've got it pulled up now. Malphage continues to look at you.
You, me, or Tendy? Or you, as in the royal you?
I cast message.
Well, this is going to be a very quiet conversation back and forth if it's just through DMs. But
How you guys doing today? Get anything done? Anything fun?
I got a sewing machine.
What is a sewing machine? Is that
A sewing machine?
a boy you picked up on the side of the road?
I hate this family.
Tendy, please please say what you are messaging to the crow.
They don't want the party to know. That's why I DM'd it to you.
That would be good. That's good to know. Okay.
They're going
Oh.
to fucking kill you.
So the soy machine.
Soy machine.
What are you gonna make with your sewing machine?
Boots.
Have you started yet?
No, it's in a box.
Do you have like a plan?
Yeah.
I
I've
wanna
got the plan.
see. I wanna see.
I will show you later.
Show me
Wink.
now. Oh my goodness. You gonna come model them for me?
Yeah.
I was so mad, Kelly. I was on Facebook and I'm a part of this group called like Lawrence Free Cycle. And somebody was getting rid of leather working tools and I begged in the comments. I was like, please let me have these. My best friend is a leather worker. He would love them so much. And they said no. Well, they didn't say no, they just ignored me.
Bird says Bird was following orders. Well, we already knew that, yeah. This is really inconvenient.
I'm sorry, Maya was talking to me. What did you guys say?
Bird was
Bird
following
was
orders.
following orders.
Oh,
Do
well,
you
we
ha-
know that.
do you have enough to ask him who asked him to do this?
Tendy turns to the bird and just says, "From who?"
It takes a second
In message, sorry.
and responds back in message. I do not question that which gives me purpose.
Bird does not question that which gives bird purpose.
Is he for hire?
They also frowned at Prudence.
Why are you frowning at me? You're prettier when you smile.
Tendy will ask,
Oh no,
Goodbye.
"Oh no, the bird
Wait.
got him!"
they all
Oh,
stood
God!
You know, I've
there.
never really heard of
You
the
almost
Discord
did.
updating twice in the span of 15 minutes.
No, the bird got him.
Oh,
Frankly,
It's a very talented assassin.
Tendy will ask, "Is bird for hire? Is bird only an assassin?" In message.
mm.
Out of character, does anybody have anything shiny to offer? You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
let me look at Leostin's inventory.
I have a
There,
glittering gold rock that I might trade away.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
there is nothing you can pay me to work for you.
Pulls out rock. I think this might persuade you.
What was the second part of it?
Slides the rock across. How about now?
But an ice cold Benjamin. No. What was the second part of that question?
Like, are you for hire?
I
Tendy is relaying all of this, by the way, to everybody.
have been tasked as an assassin.
What about if we let you go and not kill you? Will you honor a gentleman's agreement and like not kill us?
He's an assassin,
Yeah, he's failed.
but if he was already after us, so if we let him go, then he might come back.
he will come back.
Tendy is
Sin,
going to message him and just say, "Is money your only motivation?"
Sin, I don't know if you remember, but when you were stabbed in the chest, your perpetrator was carried off and torn asunder mid-air. They don't really look kindly on murder here.
That's assuming that this was not sent by them.
Hey, Jordan.
Okay.
He's thinking of a message
My
response.
motivations are none of your concern. I have failed, and I will lose all that I have. All that I have.
What were you gonna ask, Skylar?
I have a spell that I want to use, but based on the wording, I don't know if it would work. It says, uh, it says that I can, I don't want to give away what the spell is, but at the same time, I have to read it.
You can.
Why is everybody so secretive today?
I don't know. You can send it to me in DM, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay.
So about those boots.
I feel like I've done something wrong here. I'll never DM you again. This shit's
I'm
all
just,
problem.
I'm just teasing.
No, it's all good.
I took him out to dinner one time, and now he's like, "Don't DM me."
Got what I
Served
needed.
your purpose.
All that he wanted from me was fucking tacos this whole time.
What anyone ever wants from anyone.
What an
It's
elaborate
so
ruse.
true.
Letting me get a puppy, moving in.
God,
Fuck.
if you guys want some good tacos, you need to come to Lawrence.
Girl, you have to come to Rudy's with us next time you guys are in town. It's so good.
Rudy's is very good.
Come pick me up.
On my way, baby. Let me get my keys.
You don't drive.
Can you
Leaves in the middle of D&D.
Skylar, can you send me the name of this spell too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you can just respond with a yes or no if it can be used. Did I have to? This is actually a really good time for me to get caught up on the Poppy, Hosh RP, because I want to know what the fuck was said.
They didn't leave the room, so it's like in the beginning stages. So there wasn't. I think Hosh learned that Poppy is a warlock, and that surprised him. Sorry if you don't want me to tell you.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'm a warlock," and he was like, "Oh my god." And then he was like, "Well, we could bring Wicket back," and she was like, "Oh my god." That was basically it. They need to find regents to bring him back.
I will make the fucking
Here,
wages.
copy. Is this a class spell that you have?
Yeah. I
Okay.
got it when
Okay.
I leveled up.
Okay. Then, I mean, depending on if it's got material components that have a gold cost, because I don't have that listed there.
I'm just mostly wondering because it says that they have to speak common, but he can't actually speak. So I'm just wondering if that would work.
Well, that thing that you are casting speaks common, and you are well aware that this normally someone of this type does speak common. So
Okay.
it's just the fact that he is, he's lost his ability to speak doesn't mean that he can't. If it somehow got magically fixed, he would still go back to speaking common.
Okay. Then can I do something? Just to get a little out of him.
Do you want to hurt the prisoner?
Why would I hurt him?
I just don't know your intention.
What's the
I-
more appropriate question is, what do you have in mind, Princess Poppy?
Yes,
just-
exactly.
He's not sharing a whole lot, and I think that learning anything would be helpful,
Agreed.
Agreed.
no matter what it is. So,
Well, but to the merit of what she was speaking, it's not recommended to stab it. But did you have something that you are able to do?
I have something that will allow him to say at least one thing. I don't know exactly how it works yet,
Well,
but I
I'm
can try.
all for pioneering things. Interesting to see what you were able to do.
Anything's worth a shot. As long as it doesn't hurt you.
It won't. Okay. Poppy
Stabs her hand
mutters.
for the material.
There actually is no
Good
material
ending.
component. And you fix Poppy real quick. She keeps messing. She's going crazy. Okay.
Poppy, no.
What did we expect? Okay. Poppy, her like eyes kind of these like shadowy wisps float around her and like come out of her eyes, and I'm going to have him make a charisma saving throw. Which is he on the combat tracker?
No,
still?
but I've got his stats, his stat block up.
Okay.
What's the DC?
I need to look at that. Da, 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 da. Apparently 14, but that sure.
Hmm.
Can I don't know what he rolled. And does this work for that? Hold up. I might be casting a second spell just to also help myself out in case he succeeded.
Okay, well, he utterly. Well, hold on. So, you cast this spell. What does it look like?
As I said before, Poppy's eyes, like these like shadowy wisps, start to like kind of move out of them, and his shadow grows larger and kind of takes physical form almost. And this is shadows brought to light.
So the shadow. So it's up against the stable wall, right? And
Mhm.
the light from the torch kind of is a couple of torches in here are flickering because there's no halogen light bulbs. But there's like torches that are flickering off in the distance, which is causing his shadow up against the stable wall to kind of flutter with that. But as you cast the spell, it kind of not only gets larger as you were saying, but then like seems to almost come out of the wall itself and not really detach, but at this point, when it is sitting, the shadow of this Malphas is standing, connected at the feet by still 2D flat shadow, but this is an actual like individual 3-dimensional shadowy being that is in the shape and form of the Malphas.
Cool.
And if the target fails the charisma saving throw, they reveal one of the creature's most scandalous secrets.
And then, since you're casting the spell, do you want everyone present to hear it?
Yeah. Because there's a little thing that if the secret was spoken aloud, the target takes a -2 penalty to charisma checks with anyone who was present when it was revealed for the remainder of the day.
If they do say it out loud?
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Okay.
could just have it be a thing that I hear, but everybody will hear.
The target would not want widely known. Okay. So the shadow kind of looks back, and the Malphage is kind of like staring at this being of shadow, basically being its reflection. And the shadow turns back to you. You don't see like its eyes or anything. It's just kind of a hulking, shadowy being. And it says, "My family is being held. If I fail, they will be sent away."
Oh no, there's a reason.
Of course, there's a reason. Everybody has a reason.
Also, I have no reason.
Also, his voice is much deeper than I expected it to be.
I would imagine the shadowy part had something to do with it. But I'm not really good at being able to speak inhaling over a microphone. It'd be much better in person.
Nah, man, I like to think that he just has super super deep voice now. That's the thing.
Oh, hell no, my family being cat. Damn, man. Shit. Oh, well, I suppose that's a pretty good motive to be able to follow orders. I wonder what happens if Since it already has failed, I'm sure that there's supposed to be some sort of reporting back, according to what that letter was saying. Am I on mute?
No, just thinking.
No, I'm
Oh,
just taking notes.
I.
And
tha-
I was on mute.
That's where the smoke's coming from.
Well, perhaps we could offer an alternative.
Big yawn.
What alternative?
Can Tendi ask, where is it Malphage is his name?
Mhm.
Where is Malphage's family to be taken?
See kind of a longer delay and a bit of concern back in the voice. Banished from the Shadow Realm to survive in the Sunned Lands.
Can Malphage live in the sun? Or does sun hurt Malphage?
No, but family is unable to protect themselves.
Tendi will relay this to them.
Maybe birds can live in Zobek? Yeah. Zobek is pretty good with in general accepting people most of the time.
We should offer to assist if we can.
Where's your where are they being held?
I do not know. Oh wait,
Is he speaking or is
No.
Oh my god.
no.
It's a miracle.
Okay, you want to catch me on a technicality? I'll make sure to
Uh,
catch you.
Tendi will ask that so that he can answer.
There you go.
It feels weird asking the questions because I don't have to. He can hear it.
Right, but he can't
But
initiate.
he can't respond until I say something.
He got magic missile at will, but he also, like Kosh, does not have message.
We could just talk and Tendi goes, so? And?
I'm thinking about it.
What are your
Otherwise-
thoughts?
Otherwise, so what
Your
Tendi
thoughts and
said,
answer.
what Tendi said the first time was, "You killed that fairy's friend. She might murder you." Give us something, essentially. And so Tendi might just offer little thoughts of like maybe they can live in Zobek where we're from, but just intending for him to answer Poppy's question. But Tendi wants to show that like we're trying to think of something.
Did I already answer Poppy's question?
To me,
There was
yeah.
a lot of things thrown.
But
at
I
my
don't
head.
remember because you said something like, "Oh, I'll use this against you" or something like.
Many,
then I got
yeah,
worried
many words
'cause
were
of
said. What was your question again?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Lealston
was my question?
says, if he is let go, will he be banished with them together?
I am as good as dead.
Oh. As good as dead. Got it. I think my question was where they're being held.
Yes.
He does not know.
Maybe we could speak with the person that is the one causing.
You're a robot.
I'm a robot.
Oh,
Well, not
now
anymore.
you're clear.
Okay, I'm good now. Okay. Maybe we can speak with the ones holding his family.
Mm.
Well,
Maybe we can make a deal.
He said in the first question, right, that he didn't know who he's reporting to. He just received direction. It is not uncommon for assassins to be able to receive a job but not receive it directly from who's in charge.
But Poppy said that her mom whispered to her before they arrived, so she knows that they were coming. So maybe she might know
Oh.
who sent them.
I do have a question. Was the big demon dog thing with you, or were you guys two separate things?
Sandy asks.
Our motives were the same. So we came together, yes.
Mm.
I do believe, if I may interject, I was just talking to Poppy about this, but perhaps I know that you all might not be able to have the status required to be able to see other parts of this, of the Shadow Courts, but perhaps we need to be going anyways to get certain things. So perhaps maybe we could see if there is somewhere else we can be able to go. I can't imagine that we can really stick around here for very long without really gaining much in terms of status from here on out. I know dueling season's just starting, so if you want to let off some aggression, by all means, but we should look to probably see if we can explore elsewhere.
Maybe find some better accommodations.
Mm-hmm. I do know that at some point in time, I do need to get into a duel so that I can get rid of this whole hollow. Let me check my notes. What it's called, real quick.
Hollow Mask.
Hollow mask. I was 50% there.
Yes, for those who, I mean, I can't remember if Hosh. I don't think Hosh has gotten his done either. We should obviously do that. I'm just saying that perhaps maybe we can see more people than are coming into the arcade.
Yeah. Okay, but if you
No, bitch.
So if you had the same motive, so you worked together, were you sent by the same person? Do you know?
I received my orders, and that the oh, what is it called?
The
Hold up.
demon dog thingy.
No. He's not gonna call it a demon dog. The Soglav demon. I'll put it in chat. The Soglav demon was to accompany me. There will be more.
That
And
makes
we will
Leos
be sorry for them too.
Leosin works his job, like frustrated with it.
Well, to be ready.
What are we gonna do now then? I guess.
I think that we should let him go off of goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one to want to kill someone who's tied up and helpless.
Keep birds things though.
Perhaps he could hype us up to the enemy.
Can you be hype man?
If did you ask? Are you asking that? That's a yes or no question. He could probably nod or shake his head.
I feel like if he does, then they're gonna send stronger shit against us. To be honest.
We could just take him and untie him and just let him go.
We got some grumbles to that.
What does everybody think?
I think we have bigger fish to fry. We won't have to worry about assassins if we get our popularity, what's it called again?
Status.
Status up high.
I thought you said popularity, and I was excited for a second.
Popularity.
No, what did you say?
Yeah, I think we should let him go.
Maybe keep birds things though.
Mm-hmm.
What
No,
if he
yeah,
needs-
we definitely keep them.
But what if he needs it for when he gets banished?
Well, we could give him his supplies, like if he has food and stuff, but I don't want him to have his weapons right now.
You all can hear outside of the stables.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Well, I say
Sure, it's fine.
I say you all, and when I say you all, I mean everyone but Prudence. There is somebody, a voice you have not heard before, asking, seemingly like people walking by, on if they have seen the convicts.
Okay.
We should let him go immediately before that dude gets here.
Mhm.
Well, nobody knows our name in these parts.
Ooh, that's right.
That sounds like a friend.
Then we should
But-
definitely not appear like assholes.
I
Let the dude go.
definitely didn't hear this, so
he
forget
he
what I
opens the
said.
door and like everyone's getting ready to like, punch the bird. The bird's like, ah!
Hey,
She leans down in front of the bird, getting ready to like untie him.
and says, "We're gonna let you go, but I don't want to see you ever again. Do you hear me?"
Roll scary.
Can I roll scary?
Yeah, go ahead and roll intimidation. Are
Are
you allowing him a response, or since it's a yes or no question, are you not doing message?
You said it was a he would nod or say no.
If it were just yes or no, yeah. So, okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Fucking got him.
He kind of closes his eyes for a second, as if he is thinking,
I don't trust when people do that.
praying. You don't know.
I hate
But
that.
then his eyes slowly back open, and he nods his head.
Good. Then we're in agreement.
Poppy unties him.
He, you guys have a long sword that was his. Are you stripping him of his studded leather?
No.
I think he can keep his armor.
Okay.
Does he have anything else? We
Um,
loot the bird and then let him go.
you did.
Prudence makes
yeah,
a bet with the Austin whether he's a briefs or a boxer's guy.
you did, in fact, take most of his stuff and put it to the side. So, yes, there's other things he was carrying. Not like he has a need for it. Okay.
Yeah, didn't he say he's as good as dead? I have a feeling that, like, His family's getting banished. He's not getting banished. He's getting banished to the farm out back. He didn't lie during any of that, right? By the way,
Mm-mm.
I figured you would have said if he was. Okay.
You have he has 13 gold on his person. Oh, no,
I'm gonna
nope.
steal his money.
Not time for that right now. Excuse me,
But what if
Spotify.
I want to listen to violins?
Get the heck back. Okay.
Oh my god. Now I feel very threatened.
On top of the 13 gold pieces, a magnifying glass of 100 worth 100 gold pieces.
That's halfway to a spyglass, my guys.
And what appears to be a deed.
To like a land? Okay, Poppy, open your eyes. Thank you.
We don't know. It's a deed.
Can I read it?
Talks about a tower that lies in ruins and has been transferred to Malphage.
Let the boy have his deed.
Yeah, I don't think we have need for a deed.
Everybody needs a deed.
It's a thing that every people's need.
And then, Sin, give me a number between 1 and 10.
Oh, definitely 8.
Definitely 8.
The confidence.
Okay. And you notice that inside the bag that it was carrying, there is what appears to be some sort of headpiece. Not necessarily a tiara, but it is a tiara.
Of intellect?
No. You don't, I mean, you don't know. Do you rub elbows with tiaras of intellect?
I have a tiara of intellect. Does
It
it look
does.
like mine?
No, it does not. This one instead appears to be having some sort of like a forested pathway with footsteps leading from the sides to the center, like minor, very, very minor gem piece that's in there. Actually, it's a orange, so a citrine, and you could swear that it has a bit of heat coming from it.
It's very, very beautiful. Can I see it for a second?
Sure, because no one else is answering. Go
Well,
ahead.
I
Tiny rock.
kind
Meanwhile,
of busy.
meanwhile, the free Malphage doesn't really waste any time, doesn't run off, but just solemnly walks out of the stables. And as the doors open and he continues on, a head peeks through one. A moment or two later, a head peeks over, but we'll have you take a look at this first.
No.
What'd you find, Sin?
Is it Beckett?
Oh no! Why are you here, Dad?
No, Sin's just going to inspect this this headpiece more thoroughly to see if there's anything else that you've not mentioned.
Well, I mean, as far as the description of what you see physically in front of you, is what it is. Had you may have done this in the beginning of this this period, you might know now what it does, but you'll have to wait until a short rest.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like either a history or nature or religion check, some kind of thing that would maybe give to me some additional knowledge about the scene on the piece.
Give me a survival check.
Okay. That is a 22.
Good job.
Judging by the plant life, you could probably surmise that this has something to do, or at least the decoration of this has something to do with following, or like following tracks, and maybe warm climates, judging by the depictions of the plants. Certainly, this is not a northern-based depiction. But it is that the filigrees and everything of it just seem to depict that is a scene of tracking footsteps. Of what type of footsteps, it's very general and very basic. You can't tell. It's not boots clearly, but you can't tell what it is
Okay.
from just those tracks.
Sin will hand it back to whoever had it before him, and
Prudence will refuse to take it, and she'll say, "You seem rather interested in it. Why don't you wear it for a while and see what it does for you?"
I was just looking at it, but I mean, well, do you think it looks good?
Well, I can't say unless you put it on.
Does it
She
make my
smiles.
butt look big?
All right, Sin will put it on.
It's a headpiece, right?
It's a tiara.
Yeah, if Sin doesn't want to see it, then putting it on his head is the perfect place for it.
You look so pretty. She's
Oh.
teasing you.
Speaking of Tindy, I need to give this back to you.
Oh, okay. Tandy will take their helmet back.
Meanwhile, it's about this time that you keep a hold of the tiara when the head that peeks beyond the doors of the stable make themselves known.
Hello?
Oops, I minimized it. Why did I do that? That seems like a silly thing to do.
SMH, my head.
SMH, our heads, comrade. From what you can tell, this thin elf's smile is wholly unnerving.
It's the
It's the guy!
Not because any malice or cruelty lurks beyond his perfectly straight-toothed grin,
I've heard this fucking thing so many times this week, you guys.
but because of its unnatural intensity. The pale man looks as if he were posing for some portrait, waiting for a painter to capture him. Even in a painting, the fellow would be somewhat disquieting. His pale blue eyes peer out wildly from beneath his blonde locks, most of which are gathered in a long ponytail. His snow-white skin lacks any of the flush or blooded hue of health, and he looks excitedly amongst you, and he goes, my, have I found the newcomers to the Shadow Courts?
Yes?
Has anybody else got the strangest sense of deja vu just now?
Leosin squints.
Hi. Hello.
Wonderful! Oh my goodness, what are you doing here in the stables? This place smells.
I like horses, so we're here.
He looks like he was going to reply something opposite of what he might have been, but what he says next. Wonderful! Well, could I offer you a change of scenery?
We haven't met him canonically at this point, yes?
Canonically, you have not, no.
Name?
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Oh, my apologies. My name is Arisen Netanel. I am the court musician. And you see that this man has a violin strapped to his back and some very fanciful clothing compared to the duelists and the gray ladies you've seen here in the arcade thus far.
You're from the court, you say. Are you here to take us to see the queen?
Well, I want to clarify, if I may. I'm the court musician. I am not of the court. There's a distinct difference.
Can you
I-
Yeah, that makes
explain
sense.
that difference to me?
Oh, it's that he plays the music for the court, but he's not actually a part of it.
Exactly. This one seems to know. Have you been here before?
I have, yes. also books.
Do you recognize me?
Nope.
I love him so much.
Does
Can you
Poppy
put your hand
recognize
out?
him though?
It doesn't seem like that has like diminished his smile, but you do see him take a sigh of like, well,
I thought it was funny to do that immediately, but I do want to ask if Poppy recognizes him.
oh no, you certainly don't.
Yeah.
Tandy puts a hand out. It's like a low 5. Tandy grabs, smooches his hand.
Oh my, oh dear. Well, aren't you a
So
charmer?
honored to meet another musician.
Well,
I will say, if he does play for the court, he knows where the court is. He can simply walk to it, and we can follow.
of course I do know where the courts are. I have heard that perhaps you are struggling with some status problems.
Let's put it lightly.
Well, regardless, I know that dueling season's just, what is it, tomorrow? I certainly don't partake. Don't ask, I will decline, and then I will lose status, and that will be a problem. But, I will say, I could certainly help you all gain the appropriate status just by letting the rest of the courts know how wonderful you are.
Leosin narrows his eyes.
Yeah, Prudence does the same. What's in it for you?
Well, I'm simply just surprised and gleefully that there are such newcomers as wild and variously diverse as yourselves. I know what you're thinking. I've talked to mortal folk before. They seem off-put by my immense smile that doesn't seem to cease. They think that I have ulterior motives, but that could be farther from the truth. Also, the way I talk has also been known to put people at unease. But rest assured that I am, while you're here, your biggest fans.
I was actually thinking that she must be very old and very bold. But that is also good to know.
Did you say bored?
Yes, why else would you be interested in us?
Well, I don't know how far into the status game you are. Your name? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll get it eventually. It doesn't matter. Your status might be so low, but I can assure you there are no other tieflings that I have seen, and I'm the court musician, that are here. Likewise, points at Leofston, human, like this tall gentleman, and points to Sin and goes, I don't want to be rude. You have no one seen anyone the likes of you. Now, I will say we definitely do have many other types of fairies around here, and certainly hairless cats. Oh my goodness, I've never seen one before.
Tandy is absolutely charmed.
Can I roll vibes?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight check with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Don't question me. You know what? Read the shirt. Okay.
I'm gonna roll it in the dice tower, okay?
Mm-hmm. You know what? You've never encountered somebody as upbeat and, like, your instinct says that this guy is full of it because of the way that he is talking and smiling. It's hard to really get a good read on him right now. But perhaps the longer you know him, you may be able to get a better read eventually.
Prudence, she looks at, what was his name again? I'm sorry.
Aerosol?
No.
Damn it.
It's very, like, strange. It doesn't stick in my
Metal
head.
something, yeah?
Arison.
Netsilel.
Netsinel.
No.
Oh, I
Excuse-
spelled it wrong entirely.
If you'd excuse me a moment, Mr. Netsinel. And she
Of course.
turns. She turns and takes Leofston by the arm and kind of like walks to the corner of the stable.
He follows.
She crooks a finger so he'll lean down.
He kind of like grumbles and like stoops forward.
It's not my fault you're so tall.
Hmm.
Alright, I don't trust this guy at all. Not even a little bit.
They often,
However,
they often looks up at him, looks back down at Prudence.
well, don't look at him. He's gonna know we're talking about him.
He already knows we're talking about him.
Cindy is
No.
totally talking to this dude as they are talking.
However, I have no idea what else we're going to do.
He seems to be our best option. Though I suspect he will gain more than we will, but we don't. Unless we
of
desire
course.
to fight for the rest of the week.
Prudence exhales a deep sigh and rubs her temples. Elston, I hate it here. It's so
Aye.
pretty, but it's so frustrating.
You have made that abundantly clear. He kind of smiles and rubs her back.
You head back.
I rub her back.
Okay. Okay. Well, back with Tendi. Arison goes.
We're not
yes.
done.
Okay. Well, I am. He goes, and that's why I play the violin. It burns approximately 170 calories per hour.
Smiling also burns so many calories. Arison is so healthy.
I need to work out. I drink quite a bit.
Yes, Arison is bored. It's obvious.
Tendi is like laughing like this is a bard joke that all bards get. Well, of
And
course you
perks
drink.
up.
How else do you get paid at the bar?
Right. I wish we had one. I do find that myself in the cellar for the reserves quite a bit. But I will say, despite my wonderful openness, I, too, am just like a violin, quite complex.
Where is it that you purchase your alcohol?
Purchase?
Poppy.
Where is it that you retrieve it?
It has been such a long time since I purchased anything. Strange.
Wow. Must be nice.
You don't use money in.
No, not for a good long while yet.
Oh, now I hate him. Thanks. This is some Magnus Archives bullshit.
I had to do it to him.
All he's ever known is doing it to him.
How does one acquire alcohol here?
Often, they're for celebrations. So, quite often, you will find yourselves. Well, once your status is up, surely there are numerous occasions in which you will find yourselves bursting at the seams with wine and ales and all sorts of wonderful high-class drinkery.
And suddenly, Sin finds a second win on gaining all the status.
I'm gonna duel
Sin
everyone
punches the
tomorrow.
nearest person in the face.
Oh no, it's Poppy that he punched.
I tell you what, I'm willing to converse a little bit more, but my nose is absolutely horrid at this location. Perhaps maybe if you follow me, we could find a place with a bit more privacy, and also maybe a libation or two.
Prudence at this point walks back and she says, I'll go with you. But I want you to answer one question for me. Is that a fair deal?
Oh, well, I hope that you'll answer many questions for me, but I'll start here.
Where does that door lead to? Past this barn? To the darkness? Where does that go?
Of course, you would ask that question.
I want to know really bad.
Sweet. Do we want to, give me 30 minutes?
So,
No,
I went to Five and Below today.
No. He goes, that
Against my
lead,
will.
that leads to other sections of the Feywild. Like, it's a
It's
road.
not
It's like
logical.
the road coming in. It's a road going out to many different places. There are quite a few. I haven't been there myself. I've been here for a very long time.
And you seem happy about that?
Of course I am. Why would I not be? I get to perform music on a nightly basis for her queen and subjects and all of the parties. It is just all of the functions themselves. It is wonderful.
Is he full of shit?
And for how long have you been doing that?
Insight check with disadvantage.
I don't need one. Is he lying?
Insight check with disadvantage.
But I'm a truth person. God, demigod.
Well, the only people that know that are you, me, and your party members. I mean, no, I trust in what I said. Oh no, what are you doing?
Sorry. I don't know what I did, but suddenly there were like 14 dice on my thing.
Tindy
Well.
rolled initiative to fight this guy.
Oh.
I apologize. I
Oh
apologize.
my. Oh my. No. Insight with disadvantage.
Woof.
She rolled a 24.
That was
I
her.
also-
That was her initiative, my guy.
My guy. That was a 24.
Can you
Uh,
re-roll ones if it's a disadvantage roll?
I will whisper it to you later.
Okay, but I'm not sensing that he is lying.
Mm-mm.
Will he answer Prudence's question?
We have to go back.
And for how long have you been doing that?
Oh my! If I had calendars, if I remembered the sun setting and falling, why is there hair in my mouth? This is ridiculous.
Because
Terrible.
you own a dog.
Terrible
Because we're
first.
in a stable.
Terrible first impressions. I don't have track of the time, unfortunately. It's been a while, very long. But if you would ask me specifically, I couldn't be able to tell you.
There's no sense in dilly-dallying. I've already agreed.
He gets a little bit closer to you guys, and he
Gives Evie a smooch.
gives Evie a smooch. Bye, pupper.
Evie, I love you.
To the shadow realm with you.
Oh no, that she goes to the shadow realm.
Oh no.
No,
He puts
I loved
a
you the most.
like a light hand, or like a couple fingers on Tendy's paw. Just like a soft touch. He goes, "Shall we?" I must be allergic to the hay in here.
Is he asking to be led? Like a delicate lady?
Yeah, we can go.
Wonderful! Let's go. I suggest, if you don't mind, that we possibly go walking around the. Give me a second.
It's a weird name for a place.
Oh, that's the name of the first bar that he performs at.
Punch you in the face.
And that's
Do it.
one.
Meet
That
me in the
one's-
parking lot.
That one's a brawling bar. There's a lot of redneck music that gets played at that one.
Oh, yes, we must simply go to the Winter Palace.
The Winter
Okay.
Palace.
Yes, it's not too far from here.
Cool, let's go.
Listen, not to be a Debbie Downer, but
A
we
what?
can't. We can't leave this. Not. We can't leave this courtyard. We're stuck.
That sounds like someone who has only been here for just a little while. The fact that you can see me doesn't change your mind and the possibilities of what is possible?
I think we should just go with the flow.
I
That's
agree.
another thing.
Leosin nods.
Thinking outside the box. I like it.
Do you know that one, Lee Austin?
Leosin nods.
Cool.
I'll have to tell you the tale of Debbie Downer sometime. It's rather tragic.
Shut up. But really, do go on. So you guys follow his lead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where does this go? I'm ready to see other things.
I figured as much. All right. So, you're familiar again with the courtyard main area.
With the tree and the lover's tree and the
Mhm.
Other
rooms to
tree.
Do you
cuddle
remember?
in it.
Do
The
you
other
remember
tree.
there were ones on the north side and south side? If we were to consider that up would be north, down would be south. There were the multi-pillared areas.
Yeah,
Yes.
that smelled like fox piss.
Where Sin found the butterfly wing.
That one in particular is to the south.
Okay.
That also is in the direction of the stairs leading up to the shadow door that Poppy and Prudence have tried previously.
Yes.
That is not where you are going. So going north
To the lover's tree.
into the even more north of that still. Into
There's
the
a more north?
okay. Yes.
You've
How
never
did we
gone to
miss-
More North?
How did we miss this?
So first off, he leads
One
you.
simply does not walk into more north.
Yeah, that's-
Inspiration, my boy.
What's the point?
Jeremiah,
Maya's
will you
got
marry
like.
me?
Oh no, wait. Maya's got 2 out of the 3. I'll go ahead and I'll
Can I
give.
take your hand in marriage?
If you guys get married, you have to invite a bunch of billionaires.
Okay.
So he takes you out of the stables, and he takes you immediately into where you had gone to the Goblin Courts. So literally, like almost like a Yui. There are goblins already kind of assembled, and as I had mentioned before, this particular area is not exactly where the Goblin Court is, where the Goblin King sits. There's a set of double doors, and we can go to that map when you guys go there. But then he pulls another Yui of sorts, as there is a door that leads into the other walled off section. So let me see if I can show you this map.
Did we accidentally miss these, or did you make it purposeful that we couldn't find these things?
You didn't ask, and you didn't see it.
We're
Let
so
me-
dumb.
Let me show you. I'm trying to pull up the map at the lower halls because this is where you guys are technically, right? So let me share this map. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. You are leaving the stables. Going in. Come on, I need another. Okay, apparently not. Going into. Can you see me moving this?
Yes.
Moving
Mhm.
into here, and then
The
going
Goblin
through
Pit?
this door into this
Oh.
area.
Okay.
You saw the door when looking around here, and you also saw the door when you were in here. No one went through this door.
Oh my god. How did we miss this?
It's D&D. So anyways, I wouldn't even bother. We're going to be switching maps, so
I just grabbed myself, so I had to put myself somewhere.
gross. I mean, I don't mind. All right,
Are you
anyways,
yucking my yum, bro?
I'm closing that image. Sorry. All right.
Prudence.
Give me a little bit of time as I prepare this next map for you.
So when I was in Five Below, I
Mhm.
found this really cool like picture collage book. Well, not a book. It was like a box,
Mhm.
and it's literally like e-girl pictures. So I bought it.
What?
Yeah, and I hung them up on my wall. And I also bought this thing that looks like a TV, and I put my old phone in it, and now it shows pictures. Here, I'll take a picture of my pictures. Hold on. One moment.
Hey, did you guys know that Homestar Runner just came out with a video game?
What? Really?
It's an actual Homestar Runner video game called Dangeresque. The room is so triangulate. And
Oh,
it's strong bad, but he has sunglasses on. And it says, join Dangeresque, the world's greatest private-eyed crooked cop, as he puzzles his way through 3 bite-sized roomisodes in this classic-style point-and-click adventure. And it's a pixel game.
hell
It just
yeah.
came out 3 days ago.
Do you think
Oh,
this games will translate to like the current?
I fucking hope so, dude. I love point-and-click puzzles.
Same.
My favorite game growing up and still to this day is called Day of the Tentacle. And it's a point and click game where you're a dude who was once stuck in a maniac's mansion. And when you were there, you met his science experiments who were tentacles, a green one and a purple one. And the green one is like Kush. He's like super cool. And the purple one is like, no, fuck human beings. So he makes some kind of time machine
Mood.
and you get sucked into it. So you play 3 characters. One of them is in the past, one of them is in the present, one of them is in the future, in the same building, and you have to use your time distortion stuff to stop him. You have to get yourselves back to one place so that you can then use the time machine to go back to yesterday before he got this power to allow him to take over the world.
I feel like I've seen Day of the Tentacle before. Like I haven't like played it or anything, but I've definitely like seen it.
It was my
Yeah,
favorite game when I was 6, and it still is.
Okay. I have the map prepared for your enjoyment. Feast your eyes
Upon the map.
upon
Wow, it's so
the map.
sliver.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
But is this a map for people who have glaucoma?
It's a map for people who haven't explored this area yet.
Where are we on this map?
So, the blue little triangle at the
Wait,
bottom.
hold on. I'm sorry. This is the same map, is it not?
Oh my gosh. No.
Here, let's come see what I have. This is the same map.
It does look like the same map.
Yes, it's to give you context, yes. Give me a moment and I shall show you more of the map.
Okay. I'm just making sure that we're not getting some glitched version of the old image.
That is doubt. We do not have doubt.
How does this guy walk? Like, if he was a Sims character,
Oh,
which walk would he have?
I already know. God, if I could, I gotta find the GIF for it. Hold on. God, it's gonna be real hard to find it. I've seen it on TikTok before. It's a guy with a really big chest. Let's see. No, okay, don't look for that in GIFs. Good lord.
What is
No,
it? If I can avoid it. Tell me what it is.
I think he just looked up guy with huge chest.
No, I put big chest walk, so be careful.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh no, in both
I'm
genders, that is
definitely-
anti shit.
Oh, I had it
definitely not
favorited. Oh my god, I don't know why I couldn't remember it.
I don't see any problems with the search.
I was about to say it's just guys with titties.
Hey, listen, if we have anyone who
Jesus,
watches,
look at these titties.
okay, wow,
Holy shit. Oh, that guy.
yeah,
Oh, that's
Jordan! I was watching that.
That's Dr. Livingston from the Russian remake, the Russian animation version of Treasure Island.
Yeah, he's just walking like he's like at any point in time someone could cast time stop and he would be photogenically able to have like a picture taken or a painting, any of that.
Must be nice.
Oh yeah.
He's always got his mascara on fleek.
Yes, he's strutting his stuff, strutting his way on over to you. Anyways. Oh, perfect. Yeah, there's even better. He doesn't have
That's
like,
a smile.
yeah, it's like Karen from our vampire game, but perhaps not as like grotesque.
I was
Oh, I
about
think I have
to
a picture of
Google.
her.
I was about to Google Casey by Night Karen, and then I remembered
It might be on the wiki. Who knows?
roleplay isn't fucking real. I hate this word.
So you go past the previously noted. Well, actually, that place doesn't have a spot mentioned in here.
I think I found you on Reddit. I'm so sorry. Oh no, I found it.
Okay. Any Hoozle. The Winter Gate, or Western Gate, as we like to call it, I guess. Nope, that's the gate you guys came through. There's no name for the area that is here with those pillars, but once you pass by this area that you've seen a few times, it leads to a set of double doors that open up to. Hey, it's Sweet J. What up, dude? Anyways, double doors that lead up to a ramp, a steep and cobbled passage up to what appears to be a gateway into the Winter Palace. This is the amount of how high, or the steepness of this passage. Also looking at the various fog that lingers here and the slickness of moss, and as if this place were under some sort of constant rain, then is going to make it quite tricky to head up this gate. Doesn't seem that that Arison has any problems, but everyone who follows will need to make a acrobatics check.
You got it.
Can Poppy just fly?
Yes.
Let's
Cool.
fucking go.
Oh, I get to reroll ones.
Don't sound so excited to be a demigod, Maya.
20,
Natural
let's
20.
Goddamn.
go.
Oh, did I roll a 1?
Actually, no, that's not a natural 20. It was an 18.
You did.
Oh my god.
I got 20.
Did.
I'm gonna reroll.
Also, Karen is not on Casey by
She
Night
is not.
wiki.
I
don't-
did find Liz's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Maya,
Uh-huh.
I'll take away your demigod stuff.
What?
You sound ungrateful.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
He's
wow.
just he just doesn't show excitement in the same way other people do, Jordan. It's fine.
Yep.
He's very like monotone most of the time.
I was about to say monochromatic. That
He's very monochromatic most of the time.
Maya's stoic.
who the hell more heroic?
Okay. Googling Casey by Night, first of all, brings up Reddit, and then brings up your wiki. It brings up Kate King in specific,
Ooh.
and then it brings up a bunch of other vampire stuff, and then a bunch of just general Kansas City shit, including the Kansas City LARP Crossroads, who did Casey by Night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was an event that happened recently for that. I wanted to go, but unfortunately.
You should have gone.
You should have taken me with you.
There will be more opportunities. I digress. We go
What if
back
we
to the
die
game
tomorrow?
where
We are
it
going up this
looks
thing.
like Leofston fails.
Oh, sweet
Can
boy.
I catch him? Can I use my reaction to catch him? But we
It's too
slip on
heavy.
the moss, and he lands on top of me, and Prudence flushes, and she goes, "Oh, are you alright?" And
He lands on top of her and squishes her, and she's dead.
You're
Okay,
gonna.
Leofson's like almost 400 pounds.
Do you want to use your reaction to catch Leofston?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
And then I want to slip in the moss, and then I want him to land on me.
He got oh, he got a 7. Okay, you both take 4 damage. As you slip back down and fall to the bottom. Everyone else,
And he lands on me.
you can decide how you guys land. The rest of you make it securely up to the flattened and more dry little platform outside of these double doors.
Oh, so this is how babies are made.
Okay.
Leofson's just
Oh
second,
my,
you
that's.
just-
I'm sure that's rather embarrassing to fall all the way down. I feel so horrible.
if it taken you this long to realize that, I'm very worried about this relationship.
Tendi only made it up this wall because of shit like that, and that's why I rolled a 20.
Settle down.
I won't be silenced.
As you head up, eventually, I'll need another acrobatics check from Leofston and Prudence. Those of you that are at this gate, Arizon goes, first off, in this wonderful tour of the Winter Palace, may I introduce you to the Executioner's Gate. He looks like he's thinking for a second, but you can see that the shriveled heads of enemies and entire corpses in iron cages are displayed along this palace wall. The remains, you can tell, are years old. The gate itself is made of oak banded with iron and is currently shut. In front of it stands a monolith footman.
Oh no, not again.
Prudence, do you use a reaction to catch Leofston?
Don't hate yourself.
No, never.
Go on without me.
Go on without me. Leofson's just like in a pile on the bottom of the stairs. Go without me.
Oh shit, I should have thought about the fact that I have a falling thing. Oopsie.
God damn.
Sorry.
So first off, it was 3. Was it 3 damage? 4
That was
damage.
4.
So 22
Are you kidding me?
and 4, and then now you take 6, so 28 and
Okay.
10.
Listen.
Uh,
All right. Would we like to
There's
try
the new
it?
enemy.
Would we like to try it once more?
Leofson has decided he lives at the bottom of the stairs now.
I
It's
have
alright, we could build a home here. I am not going up these stairs without you.
You rolled so good. You can go up. I'll be there, but I'll be there.
how far up is he?
How far?
How
I have
far
about-
up? Or like how far are we from the officer?
I mean, with how steep it is probably a good 50 feet.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind. I
That's
couldn't help
fine.
you if I wanted to.
I'll try one more time.
Okay. Acrobatics checks.
Hey, good job, babe.
Does that? does
Oh,
that
no,
vibe?
see, no, but hold on.
Okay.
Prudence might fail.
Ah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
a
gonna,
monk.
I
I
think
can't fail.
with this being your third attempt, Leofston, you find footholds and balance your weight appropriately. You do at one point slip, but you don't tumble back down. You just take an additional
Are you
2
kidding
points,
me?
2 points of damage
Holy!
as your leg falls and it hits like a rock that's embedded into the side. But then you use that rock and you continue your way up.
Wait, did my chin hit or just my leg hit?
Your chin hits.
Did Leofston take more damage from these stairs than he did during the fight?
Yes.
Stairs are the new enemy.
Oh my god, it made
Stairs
him
are the
moderate.
new
What
door. You know the show
Orange
Orange
Blood
is the
does-
New Black? It's actually Stairs is the new door.
Warned you about those stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
You didn't
And
say
then-
shit.
It just
That's-
keeps happening.
The officer gets to the top and his like chin is bleeding. He's ripped a hole in his pants. He's covered in mud. He looks like he's about to pop.
Pop.
You good?
Well, I'm glad to see everyone has made it up. I would patch that up if I were you. Don't worry, we'll have some time. Now, as I was saying, this here is the Executioner's Gate. This door itself opens every morning. So, I hate to inform you. Actually, no, we've got an hour left. I'm just kidding. Mr. Footman, sir, please open the door for myself and the newcomers. And sure enough, the footman, without acknowledging or brandishing a weapon, goes and opens the door for you all. Right this way.
Does somebody want to heal Leo?
I
could
can't-
do it.
Did you say you can?
We can
I
we can
cannot.
we can do it in private. We don't have to do it right
Yeah,
here.
no, we're walking through the door as we're talking.
Mm.
We like to multitask here.
Okay, well that
Yeah.
makes it.
They often walks through, but he's just not looking at anyone, not talking to anyone. He's just tense and furious.
Prudence holds his hand and squeezes it.
He holds it and squeezes it a little too hard.
Oh no, my fingers.
My fingers.
My little fingers.
I have a potion, but it's not a health potion. It says the 3 liquids in this vial are separated into 3 colors: brown, silver, and gray. Vernon, do you know what this is from? Has this expired? What is it?
What?
That was from a long time ago.
I know. I don't know what
That
they
was from a very, very long time ago.
Maybe it's separated because it expired.
Okay.
That's like Citadel stuff, I think. Hold up.
Katie, don't you have those things that we got?
Yes. Kelly, do you want me to
Charges?
hear again?
Yeah, but we can wait till we get to the place he needs us
It
to
is
be.
too fucking late, my guy.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Mm,
Better,
yep.
do you feel better?
A little.
Down to 19.
Thank you. I really appreciate your consideration.
So as you approach this area of the map, it is once again an outdoor area, a courtyard of much smaller variety. Let me see if I can get this. Why they won't let me do polygon reveals on this? It beats the heck out of me. But we'll make do. Um. Okay, seems fairly revealed. With the exception of like a corner over here that would be just impossible to map out right.
This potion is exactly 1 year old as of tomorrow.
Ooh, that's
Check the expiration date.
8/15/22.
man, we've been playing this for a while. All right, gang. He goes, this is what we like to call Hound's Run. And he points over, and you see a large dead tree with many branches. Nothing is blooming from this. But that pales in comparison to the 3 or 4 Sloglav demons, the demon dogs, that are standing there, sort of not in any sort of stance, but see you all approach from the door itself and begin to walk your way.
Oh god, it's a trap.
I beg pardon?
This is a trap, isn't it?
Be on guard.
What's a trap?
You've led us into this room with these beasts already attacked us.
Well,
One wasn't enough?
I don't believe that these guys are going to attack you. Come on. Let's go ahead and see what they investigate anyone who enters the Winter Palace. And you guys, I'm assuming, this is your first time.
Mm-hmm.
They,
Do we need to be dressed
can
nicer?
I roll like animal handling to see like if they're aggressive?
no,
Why?
because they are not a dog. They're a demon.
Fair. Can I roll demon handling to see if they're aggressive?
Oh, shit, you got that? That was like early access stuff. How did you get a hold of that? Who do you talk to?
Can
No.
maybe insight them?
You can insight them, yes.
Where is my insight? There it is.
Do we need to be dressed nicer?
I got an 11.
Well, I would certainly probably change a tire at some point. There's a lot of blood. On-
Tandy, can you press the digitation the blood away?
Tandy starts prestidigitizing and then stops and looks up at Hosh and then continues prestidigitizing.
forgot
Can
Hosh
he
was here.
prestidigitize? Like, it's kind of like a, oh wait, this is Hosh's thing. Using prestidigitation only
Clean.
for cleaning. But then it's like, nah, it needs to get clean anyway, and continues doing what
You know,
they're doing.
Hash is paying attention to these 4 demon dogs that are approaching.
Okay, good.
Prudence.
Hosh, roll insight.
Prudence.
Yes.
From what you can tell, they're not taking any particular interest in you all.
But they're still wandering over to us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After a moment, as they approach closer and closer, what do you do?
Take a defensive stance.
I just chill and let them do what they want.
Yeah,
They're like
Tandy's gonna
guards here. Tindy and Poppy vibe.
Prudence does the opposite of vibe.
Yeah,
so
Sin
Prudence
definitely
has
is
no
more
chill.
on guard. He'll reach for his axe, but not pull it out yet.
Yeah, same. Prudence has a hand on the hilt of her. Do poles have hilts? They're all hilts. She puts her hand on her pole.
It's the second time tonight.
Settle down.
No, I won't.
Uh,
I keep slipping. Oh no.
Lee Austin kind of like lifts his chin, but he doesn't like look aggressive. He is still pissed though. Absolutely biffed.
Angry boy.
My oh my. Okay, well, as they approach, they walk right past you and into one of the doorways and leave.
Prudence relaxes.
Yep, Sin's eyes relief.
Lee Austin's still pissed.
Still vibing over here.
Well, I'm going to take you to the Hall of Banners. Is that okay?
Well, first,
Yeah.
why
Wait.
is this tree dead when all the other ones are not? Do
You
you
know, if
What's that?
I were more of a, what's the word? A treologist, I could tell you.
Botanist.
But I
Arborist.
Arborist, yeah, you're right. Katie.
arborist. Thank you. If I
I
were
like
an arborist,
geologist.
I'd be able to tell you. Unfortunately, I am a court musician, which means I'm good at one thing and one thing only.
Is this not a tour?
No, I'm not a tour guide. I'm simply going to find a more suitable place. This is also not it. Follow me.
Hold up.
Prudence eyes the tree suspiciously. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the Hall of Banners.
It's a hall
Full of banners.
of banners.
Can
I
you
just-
believe it?
Just poked myself with a nail on accident.
You know
That's cool.
what? I feel so comfortable around you all that I consider you all like human lounge pants.
Hmm.
There
You
are
find
some-
the-
Wait to take us off?
What?
What were you saying, Kelly?
But jokingly off me, I find the races.
Yeah, but what did Prudence say though?
You can't wait to take us off.
Settle down.
It was meant to be a compliment. It's okay. I know sometimes it's hard to get those insight checks up, but I promise you, we'll get to that. And don't let those snools bother you, by the way. They are a recent addition, from what I understand.
What does he mean by a snool? What is
It's
he looking
giving-
at something?
It's giving sneeches.
Sneed?
You've
Sneeze.
never really
don't know.
heard the term, that term before.
His
Well,
tech-
is there like something that I could ascertain from the context of the conversation?
Yes.
Go on.
Might I recommend,
Uh-huh.
if there is a word you are unfamiliar with,
Please.
that you ask
And he
what
asks.
it means.
You know what I want, Stinky.
Then ask. It's dialogue in the
Alright.
game. You can ask him.
What? Excuse me, mister. Let me scroll up so I can see your name again.
Netanel.
Arisil.
Clarisil? Excuse me, Mr. Clarisil.
Oof.
Arison.
Not
Netanel.
up to a great start, but yes, go ahead.
Everson, what do you mean by the star-bellied sneeches?
That's not what I said. I called them a snool.
What's a snool?
Oh, they are typically bullies or somebody who is like a servile toady. They are merely servants of a greater power.
She looks around. I'm sorry, I don't seem to understand what you. There's nothing here.
I was referring to the Slowglav demons.
Oh,
You
they're
seem
bullies.
you seem rather perturbed by their appearance.
Well, we were just attacked by one.
Oh my! In the stables?
Outside of the stables.
N- Interesting. Do you have proof?
I don't know. Why would I lie about it?
We were witnessed by whoever is watching us in the courtyard.
Mm.
What was the name of that dude that was with us?
Let's see. His name was Scutalius Thornwalker.
Scutarius, yeah.
Tandy says that dude's name.
Oh, what a wonderful man.
He
Perhaps
has good cookies.
I have no reason to not believe. It just seemed rather unusual is all. Here we are, the Hall of Banners.
Oh, so many banners. Wow.
Are they all the same banner or are they different banners?
It is. There are many different banners themselves. Other than the banners, this hall is fairly empty. But it
Is it
is nicely. I mean, it is nicely kept, though.
like a art gallery? But for
Mm,
banners?
no, I'm assuming you're asking that in person because that would make more sense. This is used for courtly functions or meetings.
What do the banners represent? The different houses of the Sealy Court? Or
Many of them, yes. I believe that Scutarius fellow you were mentioning, one of his banners is here somewhere. I can't remember which one. But,
The
Uh,
Rivenwood house.
yes, Rivenwood. Now,
Do you have a banner here?
I would like to point out that this is a far more suitable place to have a discussion. Although it does lack some chairs and a table.
The floor is nature's chairs.
You're right. Shall I get started? And he'll sit down crisscross applesauce.
Yeah,
Well, we have-
yeah. Poppy
We have
follows.
we have a good combo, but that's okay.
No, we don't need to do that right now. That's later. We need to have
Leosin?
bed.
Leosin just frowns at Poppy, and after falling down the stairs for 20 points of damage, very old man, creaky like, flops down on his ass.
You don't have to sit if you don't want. Why are your eyes? Oh, thank you, Poppy. You don't have to sit if you don't want to.
I'm
Leo-
sitting.
What
Leoston,
time
just
is it?
move over a second. And Prudence puts her bedroll under Leoston's bed. Sake
Never mind.
It's
I no
almo-
longer need to know what time it is.
It's almost evening.
I was gonna magic him something to sit on, but this works
Aw.
better.
It-
And now I'm not wasting a spell.
Just so you know, the door here at the Executioner's Gate closes promptly every evening, so we just made it. I assume you're going to need to sleep up here tonight, because they will not let you back downstairs.
It's okay.
So Prudence.
Is Tendy and friends allowed to sleep up here?
I don't see why not. Why would you think anything otherwise?
Tendy and friends is not Fae. Is only visiting.
Oh, well, they definitely do have guest quarters up here as well.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm so curious about all of you, and I know that if you will indulge me, I'll get you on some one-on-one interview question times, but for now, I'm curious. So, you are all here because...
No, go ahead.
No, like out of character, real quick. I keep forgetting. Are we talking about it, or are we? Do we make things up? Is that what we do?
I feel like we've been partially telling the truth thus far. We haven't actually told anybody the truth.
Okay.
I feel like we have been vague about it. Like we need to speak to Poppy's mother about an issue in Zobek, not necessarily the issue itself, but there's something we need to talk to the mom about, and it's about Zobek.
Yeah. And we haven't said who Poppy's mom is yet.
There's been changes in Zobek where we're from, and we're wanting to talk to someone about it.
Oh my, Zobek sounds like a wonderful place. It is definitely must be different than here. So, you're needing to, you say, talk to someone?
Yeah, someone who deals with like the changes and stuff. Who's in charge?
Oh, well, that would be the queen. She's currently in power at this moment.
Oh, well then we want to talk to the queen, I guess, but I know that would be difficult
Yes, it would be.
and probably not likely. So.
Well, not likely yet, but if you'll hear me out, I have a proposition. So, I think that you all coming here is splendid, and a wonderful opportunity for the others who may have been here for longer, if not as long as I have, to experience the refreshing differences between all of you as mortals. I am a bit of a gossip. I don't know if you know this. Probably not. We just met. But I'm willing. What is it that I heard recently? We had somebody who wanted to see the Queen in order to hear their latest rhyming scheme. They called it a rap. And they had a hype man. I want to be your hype man. And in order to do that, there does need to be a level of trust and mutual understanding between both parties.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do we have to do?
Well, I would love to know more about you, so that way I could be able to endear people to your presence here in the Shadow Courts. I've already heard that you've taken some of the footmen out, and as you can see, I don't think that they will be a problem for you anymore.
That's good news.
Sin pulls Prudence's arm.
Yes, what is it, Sin?
He whispers into her ear. Should we tell him that we're demigods?
Oh, do you think he'd believe us?
Not sure, but they want status. Maybe one of our family members would grant it. Knowledge of could also cause us grief, so I'm not really sure.
I do appreciate the sound of your voice. Sin, was it? But I do wish you would fascinate.
He means that you're talking too quietly. He wants to hear what you have to say.
That's not what fascinate means, but I'll let you believe.
I was taking an educated guess.
Context, I like it.
Fascinate. Quick.
Sin looks at Prudence to get either approval or maybe a shake of her head.
She looks as if she's really mulling it over.
Tendi leans over to Poppy and just says, "Go faster."
Oh, that makes sense. It starts with the same letter, maybe. Unless it's a PH sort of situation.
Now, I understand that meeting somebody here in the Feywild is a bit jarring for those who have come from the as they like to call it, the Sundlands. But, as a mortal and an elf myself, although not quite from the Feywild, you don't have to worry about withholding any sort of truths from me. Being as forthcoming as possible will get me to be able to be more on your side. But I do understand that it is hard to trust for some of you. So, if you don't mind, perhaps maybe I could play some violin for you while you mull things over and talk amongst yourselves, so you can truly see that I am worthy of being a court musician.
Oh, I already believe that you're worthy just based on your whole deal, but I would really greatly appreciate hearing you play.
He's already pulling out the violin.
Yay!
I think that we should go for it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Tendi thinks he's okay.
Damn.
should we just drop it on him, or should we choose maybe one of us that maybe name dropping for everybody would not be the best?
That
Drop
is
what on him?
an interesting thought. I did say that, or I was thinking that perhaps we just amped one of us up. But she bites her lip as she continues thinking. It is so hard to trust a stranger. I don't see how telling the truth would cause any problems, though. Unless, of course, there was somebody that hated the particular godparent that we had.
Maybe it won't cut him up at all. Maybe it's enough that we're just demigods.
Yes, perhaps.
Can
Do you
I-
think that they know that Poppy's mother is a god? I mean, a god is god. It's kind of hard to hide that, don't you think?
I mean, and she would certainly be able to verify that we're not lying.
Poppy.
Yeah?
A moment?
Mm-hmm.
She like waves you over, so you'll scoot over.
Okay.
Sin and I think that perhaps we should tell this Clarisil that we're gods.
That's not his name, is it?
That's out
Claricel.
of character. I can't remember, and she
Yeah,
can't
it's
remember his name.
Harrison Natal.
Harrison Netanel.
That's Nell.
Sin and I think we should tell Erison that we are demigods, but the
I don't
other
think that's a good
option
idea.
is we just tell him one of us is a demigod.
I don't think we have to bring up that at all. I think that's something that we should keep to ourselves.
Why?
Well, first of all, he doesn't need to know everything about us, and that's information that barely anybody knows.
But it might be enough to get us to the door, I guess.
Yes, we're not just some common folk. She seems a little embarrassed to say that.
Well, maybe it's better if they think we are.
But then we'll never get in.
Not necessarily. We've gotten this far.
Prudence says.
I mean,
I
if
guess
we
we need
need,
another opinion.
I could mention that I'm the princess. That might help a little bit. I haven't really been mentioning that a whole lot.
I guess we could start with that.
I don't really know if I like the idea of mentioning the whole demigod thing. That feels like, I don't know, not something that we should really bring up.
But I feel that it's something we could potentially use for leverage, especially you, Poppy.
Especially me.
You're the princess.
Yeah?
These people know that you're the princess. It might get
Oh.
you more of an audience with people.
Well, if I mention that I'm the princess, and everybody already knows that Durastra is a god, then one can presume that I would be a demigod based off of that.
So, you're agreeing?
Not to outwardly say it, but people can make presumptions. I can do the princess thing, and if one of you guys wants to say that you're a demigod, you can. I won't stop you. But I just don't know if it's a good idea. I know I specifically was told not to tell anybody. And I've already broken that multiple times.
Prudence looks at Sin and just shrugs. If Poppy doesn't think it's a good idea, then
Well, I guess I'll just leave it to you to decide what you're going to do.
it's something that we could save for later.
It's something that we could dramatically reveal.
Prudence yawns and then leans her head against Leofston's shoulder and seems to be done with discussions.
What does Tendy look like? Like, are they like enraptured in the performance?
They're watching his fingers, and
Uh-huh.
they're definitely interested in it. Their pupils are pretty big.
Does Tendy play the violin too, or
Yes,
no? Ooh, nice.
Tendy's
Oh
pretty
my
good at
God.
violin. Wait, no,
Um,
I'm sorry. Lyre, I think, is what Tendy does. Lyre, mandolin, drum, I think, are the three. But Tendy wants to learn violin. It's complicated because, you know, the little paw pads and the nails trying to touch exactly the right spot on the violin string is very difficult for them.
Makes sense.
Sorry, I noticed Angie changed her picture to the thing, and it made me laugh.
Wait, did she?
Yeah.
And that was just a small sample of my musical stylings. One of the things I played recently for the courts.
Clap, 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 clap.
Big clap, big clap, big clap.
Well, thank you. You're too kind.
Oh, I forgot that we have actual
What a
noises.
pocket in here.
Sorry, that's mine.
But she'll duck away.
I've heard someone say once.
Well, we're an open book, Erison.
Perfect. Well, I'll find time with each and every one of you. Perhaps maybe before tonight is through, and we can be able to have this interview. I'll ask you some questions, and you can certainly provide some answers, and I will do my best to be a champion of all of you to whoever I talk to.
That's so kind of you.
I am willing to trust.
Good. Now, is there anything in particular that I should be aware of? I believe you all know each other, correct? You are all a group?
Mm-hmm.
We've been adventuring for about a couple of months together now.
Oh, I have so many questions I could ask about that. Well, I'll give you a brief idea of what is up here in this Winter Palace, if you don't mind. And then we can get into the nitty-gritty if there's things I must simply would benefit to know to be able to spread your good words. Don't everyone talk at once.
I thought he was going to say something, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was waiting.
I thought he was going to talk about the Winter Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Or does he need us to talk first and then he will talk about the Winter Palace?
Can you rephrase what he said? I'm sorry. Just real quick.
At this point, I forgot to. So
Well, let me remind you what you said.
let me go find the thing. Hang on. Now, as far as the things you will see up here, it is very important to understand that you can't just go open every door nilly-willy. I heard that's what adventurers do. Do you do these things?
Tandy turns and looks at Prudence.
What? We can't open doors. There's nothing to worry about.
We can't open doors when we fall downstairs.
Oh, darling, only one of us fell down the stairs.
You fell with me.
That was on purpose.
Well, I can tell you that up here in the Winter Palace, there's certainly, of course, just like down in the lower halls, there are more servants' quarters. There are chambers of nobles up here as well. Private apartments of those elite in the shadow courts themselves. We have the kitchens of the Winter Palace. The chamber of the Major Domo is up here. Some of the chamber where the Grey Ladies are, they are here as well. In addition to the Hall of Changelings, there's a shrine to shadow gods if you wish to peruse. There, of course, is a rookery and a moon viewing tower.
What did he say before the moon viewing tower of rookery?
Rookery.
That's where the chess pieces go to relax after a hard day.
What a charming joke.
Oh, birds.
Oh. I'm gonna put parentheses birds.
Yeah.
Prudence says, Erison, this might sound like a stupid question. I haven't seen the sun since I've been here, but there's a place to view the moon?
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, the Shadow Fae don't really appreciate the sun, so it's not present.
So, how does the moon glow?
You would want to talk to a scientist about that. I'm simply a beautiful
Way to
court
dodge
musician.
the question.
I know.
The moon here, obviously.
I can appreciate the logic you are trying to interject, but it simply is that you can view the moon from this tower.
Hey,
You cannot view the
listen,
sun at all.
Hasten.
Maya,
Whenever you have a science question that doesn't make sense, the answer is actually just magic.
could I ask a follow-up question?
If it is difficult, no. I mean, of course, go ahead.
No, it's an opinionated question.
My opinion?
Yes, of course.
I am quite opinionated, so ask away.
She leans forward and cups her chin in her hand, and she says, if you were to move someplace that did have a sun, would you get rid of it?
The sun? No, I am not a shadow fae.
Fair enough.
Right?
Yes. Not necessarily from the mortal realms, but certainly where all the other elves usually come from, which is their own side of the coin.
How did the Shadowfae get rid of the sun?
I don't even know where to begin. I have been here for a long time, yes. Am I a court musician for the queen and her subjects? Yes. Am I privy to all the answers you seek? Unfortunately not. But what I can do is be the most smiling, wonderful champion for all of you to gain enough status to seek what you wish, which I'm assuming would be an appointment with Her Majesty herself.
I suppose you're right.
Let me ask you a question if you don't mind.
Sure, shoot.
So I am well respected and well garnered here in the Shadow Courts because I play an instrument. Do you all play instruments?
Leostin nods.
Poppy turns to Tindy.
Prudence looks
Tindy-
at you surprisely, Austin. Sorry.
Tindy puts their bag down and just starts pulling out instruments from it.
Leostin pointed to the new lyre. Like, I played that for you when we bought it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Sorry, I forget. that she
SMH
did
my
that.
head.
It's been a while.
Since I could hold my head up high.
Oh, I don't do that. I only have my lute on me. Never mind. I do pull out my lute though. They're very
Then
proud
pulls
of it.
out a signal whistle.
Poppy's instrument is land vehicles.
That's dope as fuck.
I'm sorry, I've been told that I can't carry a tune.
Tendy also cannot carry tune.
I like to sing, but I can't play an instrument.
Oh, let's see here.
I use this when I train Charlie.
Oh, is that one of those whistles you can't hear?
No, it's signal whistle.
Oh, go on, give it a blow.
I don't.
Sin blows on it.
10 dogs appear.
Roll initiative.
Oh
The
no!
demon dogs
The
appear on
demon-
the corner.
This sounds like a regular whistle.
Alright,
That's a fairly good whistle.
I will say, going back to what you were asking, Prudence, was it? Is that what I heard?
Oh, you called. Yep, it's my name.
Oh, these elf ears that catch everything. I may not be the silo of knowledge that you want me to be, but I can tell you, I do know quite a bit of gossip. And I can discuss the court in particular with all of you, obviously, over time. I want to make sure, though.
Rather useful.
I agree. And in return, I want to make sure that I'm not speaking false promises on the court on your behalf. So, it doesn't sound like you all are a traveling merry band of musicians.
No, though that would be really cool, and I think is something that we should look into because that sounds fun.
So, what is it about your group that just screams you all in a diverse sense?
Prudence seems to think long and hard.
Sin looks directly at Prudence.
Yes? Do you have an idea?
What would capture us as a group all together for a cause?
Hosh is in our group too, and he's not.
Not what?
Not as like, he's newer, and we love him.
You see Erison go, oh my word. Harsh? I didn't even see you here amongst us. Are you with this group? Or did you just sneak in, you sly devil?
I'm
Tendy
not
is
with
so delighted.
Jordan proceeds to flirt with himself.
Harsh has a look on his face. He goes, I escorted them here to the Shadow Courts and am keeping an eye on them. You know, I've never seen you with a Hollow Mask on. That looks absolutely befitting of you. Yes, no, I plan on getting rid of it tomorrow when dueling season starts.
Does Harrison know Haas?
Do I know Harsh? I do.
Were you childhood friends? I need
think
to
it
know
was
all the
perhaps a
details.
little more than that.
Lovers?
He goes,
I hadn't even considered.
sadly, no. But
Sadly, no. Oh no, is it unrequited?
Oh God, it's one-sided. How horrible.
It's a slow burn.
Harsh goes,
Oh, it's here.
I really wish I had the ability to cast invisibility.
Hmm.
He does?
Is he blushing?
No, he's not. He does look at all of you with like that kind of a serious look. He goes, I can at any point in time take my leave.
It's just a bit of
No.
ribbing, Haj.
Hash cannot leave. Hash cannot go downstairs anymore.
Not this evening, but I could first thing.
Not at any time.
Tendy is very clearly joking with Hosh.
I am not in a mood. The stairs were hard enough.
Oh, did he?
Leofson gives him a very
No, you go.
Leofson gives him a very stern look, like don't be mean to Tendy. Tendy doesn't deserve your stare ire.
Well, perhaps maybe I could be able to forgive you, Harsh. But meanwhile, for all of you, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
We were
You
trying
asked-
to this. Nope.
Go ahead, Leoston.
No, you go.
No, you
Okay, I'll go. We were trying to figure out what we all have in common that can make us set us apart from the others.
Well, maybe I can help spark a memory. How long have you all been adventuring?
Few months now, like 6
That's
months, I
chill.
think.
A few months? That's not very long at all. It's been about half a year.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
I don't know if 6 months is half a year in this game, but it
Yeah.
is in real life.
Yeah, it is.
6 months.
How many times in those 6 months have you faced grave perils of danger together?
Literally every day. She sounds very tired.
My, the mortal realm's out of shape.
More like we chase it. I have a suggestion. And Prudence looks at Sin, and she has like a very like small side smirk. And then she looks at Poppy, and then she says, "We're all orphans."
Leofson frowns at Prudence.
Are you attempting to deceive?
No, we are all orphans.
Yeah, that's true.
No, we're not. Our other parents alive. All of them are.
Okay, let me reword that. We've all had
We have parental issues.
We all have mommy and daddy issues.
How would I word this in a different way? We all have like an absentee parent? Would that be it?
I don't think that's something to celebrate.
We all have mommy and daddy issues.
They all walked out to get milk and never came back.
Oh
I
my,
left to get smokes and mead.
my dear sweet peach of a tiefling. Who doesn't? But no, I mean really though, if I were to go around the courts and saying, "Look at these people, they have mommy and daddy issues," it doesn't paint quite a good picture.
Leostin reaches out and puts a hand on Prudence's shoulder. We are problem solvers.
Oh,
We can't figure out doors, guys. We should have.
I said problems, not stairs.
You've not even been able to solve this problem. It's not really speaking very highly of us.
What?
We're heroes.
Table talk. Do we have anything?
Other than being a demigod,
than
do we
We're
have
all
anything in
demigods. That
common?
would probably get us. That's probably
I
pretty
can't
impressive
think
to
of
say.
shit. I feel like
Yeah.
Jordan wants us to say demigods.
Jordan definitely
Jordan, do
has.
you want us to say demigod?
I can't think of anything. I've been sitting here trying to think of something, and I really can't.
That is
Well, I
up to
mean,
us.
my name starts with a P, and Prudence's name starts with a P. So I guess we have that in common. I guess we all speak common.
None of us are
Um,
Shadowfae together.
I will say that in the interviews, Leostin does mention he's the son of a god. If that's helpful for our decision making.
Well, I think we should say that we're demigods. What does everybody else think?
I rolled and I got a yes.
I feel like if we do, it's going to get us further than if we don't. I
Agreed.
think we're going to find out anyway. We all have deific tell.
Is Poppy gonna be pissed at me if I say it though?
We'll find out.
Maybe
Well,
somebody else could say it. They're just like, well, we're demigods. And Poppy's like,
I mean,
Well-
if we just want one or two people to say it, Tendi will just say that Tendi is a demigod. That's
Oh,
totally fine. 'cause
Sin will
Poppy is
just
best
blurt it
friends
out.
with Tendi.
hold
Oh.
hold on, friends. What are you trying to say, Kelly?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, well, even if we say we're demigods, it doesn't necessarily label Poppy as. Well, I guess they call her Princess Poppy. I was gonna say, like, the logic I had was even if we call ourselves demigods, it doesn't necessarily link Poppy to the queen.
We, like the royal we.
So well, I guess we'll see what happens. I guess, yeah. Just blurts it.
Sin blurts it? Is that what you said?
I thought that's what he said.
Yeah, Sten's just going to come out and say it.
Oh.
If I may, every single one of us are demigods.
Hosh goes, "No, hold on 1 minute." And you see Erison go, "That's a rather bold claim."
It's true.
Is it? Well...
It's one we can prove.
I'm interested. How could you prove something like this?
The princess, Poppy, the mother.
Oh.
Oh, so
No.
we're just spilling all of our secrets, huh? Even if they're not ours? Okay, cool.
What
I
about...
thought we all agreed to be forthcoming.
You're a princess, Poppy? Who are you a princess of?
Lady Sarastra.
The queen?
Well, yeah, most of the time it takes a queen to make a princess, but
Does
yeah.
he grab his pearls?
It doesn't necessarily. Leos Grumbly chuckles like doesn't necessarily.
He
involve
holds
the
up.
queen.
He holds up his hands. He goes, "I offer my absolute apologies for not being so respectful right out of the gate. Princess Poppy, your mother is late Queen Sarastra."
Mm-hmm.
Did he just say late?
No.
He went to say lady, but then corrected himself.
Mhm.
I was gonna cry.
Freaked out for a second.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I heard
that would have been
late.
a reveal.
What did that
It's
have
like-
been?
The
No,
I'm
if-
sorry means something way different now.
I would have clearly had spoiler text and been like the Lady Sarastra. It would have been the equivalent of shadowboxing the text. No.
Shadowbox.
Huh. And is she aware you are her daughter?
Yeah, she's aware. She's the one that told me.
My,
Actually,
oh
no,
my.
she's not the one that told me. Someone else told me. But she
brought it up later.
This is good. This is very good. Well, trust in me that I will not sully or spread unnecessarily the information, but you all mentioned you all are demigods, and Hosh goes, not me. Oh, of course not, sweetheart. What about the rest of you?
Leostin nods.
Tendi
Cruden's
nods.
also nods.
Then nods.
This could be huge. I will definitely not get any rest, and I can't because I'm an elf anyways. But I will say I'll be thinking about this for the many, many days to come. But first, who are you the children of?
Is it
Hunter.
Is it necessary to tell you who we are, children of?
Well, I understand your hesitation. Let me throw a hypothetical at you.
Sure.
I say, these people, all of them, except for Hush, are children of the
Did you know that
gods.
he also doesn't know message?
You got rid of message?
There's new message?
Hush is like,
I think the backstory is that he said that he didn't have any friends, so there was no need for message.
Oh, what if I didn't hear that?
I really wish I could be shown where the quarters we're going to sleep is, because that way I can go ahead and take a not nap.
That was out of
Message?
character, by the way. Poppy did not say
If message was visual, Tendi absolutely would have sent Hosh, will you be my friend, YN, with little boxes.
You have received a friend request from Tendi Elizabeth Chicken Dinner.
Hosh goes and stands by the door at this point.
That stares at the wall.
But no, if I were to say all of these people are children of the gods, they would go, great. Who and why should we believe you, silly little court musician? Play your instrument for us, little man. It would be very hard.
My father is the god of thunder, Thor.
Oh my. Already off to a diverse start. What else?
Lady Rava.
She goes by a few names, I believe.
I know not of them.
Well, I'll find them for you.
The hunter.
You said that, and I thought you were kidding. I believe you, quite. I don't think you really need to prove it, and I mean no offense. I genuinely mean no offense.
Asgrath.
Oh, my. He looks. I can kind of see it.
Tendi, actually turns pink, and they gently rub their nose like they're really embarrassed and hiding it.
No.
Oh no, you wear that like a badge, sweetheart. Alright, so. How? Why didn't you come out and say that at the beginning? You had me waiting on pins and needles.
We had some-
Demigods do not say these things.
I'm not a demigod. I wouldn't know. Is that normally the case?
If demigods tell everyone that demigods is demigods, then we'll be asked many questions and many favors and is a lot of trouble.
And some people might think that that we owe them something, or other people might just be like, "Who? What if I try to fight demigods? Can I win?"
Well,
That's assuming they believe us.
That too.
I don't have much experience in the realm of being a son of a god or goddess, but what I can say is perhaps maybe I've spent enough time here in the courts that I might be able to help you understand your position in the realm of things. I don't know if I've ever heard someone withholding that. Normally, they're quite boastful. Bit of braggarts, if you don't, essentially, so to speak. But this is good. This is really good. I think you guys will be the next big thing here in the Shadow Courts. And might I just say, I wished on a shooting star that I would come across a lucky chance to be able to know people as wonderful as you all, and I will do my very best to ensure that you all get the status you so undeniably deserve.
It's your turn now.
I'm not a demigod.
No, but why would you be wishing on a star? To meet people?
Well,
I don't understand your motivation.
nobody normally likes a musician to play so late at night, so I often find myself staring at the sky, and I saw a shooting star, and I thought, a man has his own wishes.
Is he lying?
What do you want from us?
God dagnabbit. I want you all to be able to... You came here saying you wanted to meet with the Queen. I want to be able to get you to where that is necessary.
What benefit for you would that be?
Why is this how the mortal world is? That there has to
Yes.
be something... Oh, my.
Sorry.
Both of us.
Mhm.
Are you
Oh.
some sort of dignitary? Is this something that the Shadow Courts do? They help newcomers?
No,
Or is
no,
this
no, no, not
A
not,
personal,
not
sort of quest.
I don't meet newcomers and try to rocket them to status and stardom in terms of the Shadow Courts, but you all seem so remarkably diverse, and that's all anyone's been talking about in these halls. The Winter Palace and the Royal Halls. At first there was some confusion. You all had some sort of there was people making fun of Harsh for a bit. I thought that was the Mr. Clean thing. I get it. Then there was some squabbling. You guys were the center point of many drama for at least the first few hours, and then there were more private conversations that got heard, and the gossip is saying that you all it was just I had to figure out for myself. And
Are you a dealer in gossip?
oh, by all means, of course I am. You
You've
want
mentioned it before, so
Oh,
you're just
yes.
interested in us because we're interesting.
Yes, very much so. Everything interesting anything interesting and new is what this court needs.
Interesting.
In fact, do you want to hear the latest gossip?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Rolls on the table. All right.
Prudence actually leans in kind of close.
Tandy
She-
does too.
She wants the tea. Spill, girl.
Princess Valesia wants a puppy, and the soup chef would love to sneak one to her room.
Love
Hey.
story.
A shadow fae puppy? Fae puppy? Regular puppy?
Who's
Oh.
Princess Valesia?
Oh, who's Princess Valesia? You don't... Oh my word, my word, my word. Let me see. This might be something that I will need to come back and answer for you at another time.
Fair.
That works. My DMs are always open.
His little key in his back stops spinning and he goes.
Oh,
Andy has question.
hold on. Princess Valesia is one of two. Is Princess Valesia and Prince Lorik. They're from the Summer Court. Far from home, but here at the present moment.
And we're in the Winter Court, you said.
Correct. You know your stuff.
Is there a king and queen for every court?
I'm sorry. You have that thing with your teeth. It makes it very hard to see and understand what you're. Could you repeat that?
Is there a king and queen in every court?
Ooh, proper education of the court must be paramount for all of you. I will get all of that information and prepare you. We don't want you, once you are able, to make any sort of social faux pas, if that's the case.
I'm getting deja vu all over again. Do I have to lick the wound?
Oh, only if you don't want to get caught. I tell you what, I will offer instruction and guidance for the Shadow Court and how to socially appropriate yourselves. And also, if interested, I will hand some gossip your way, just because perhaps if it is within your capabilities, then you might be able to assist in your own rise to statusdom.
And you said it's okay to sleep here in this hole of banners.
No, heavens no, not here. I will show you to the guest chamber. I can assure you, you won't have any knocking at your door by monolithic footmen while you are here. But I, again, cannot stress enough that you want to be careful on just going through every door willy-nilly.
If we meet with another fae, or elf, or any sort of the person of the court, are we allowed to say that you and I and all of us are friends?
Oh, absolutely. They should.
Right.
Everyone in these halls should know who I am. If they don't, then introduce me.
I love this man so much.
Tendy has a question.
My Tendy, yes.
Is Arison going to hype up, and they do little paw quotation fingies, hype up just demigods or also Hosh?
He looks over. Well,
Hosh is Tendy's good friend, and Tendy wants Hosh to also have good standing.
and no, Tendy, that's I can be able to do this on my own. I don't necessarily need this court musician's help. I
Alright.
certainly
You,
would. I will hype.
comments?
I will hype up this darling Shadowfae. Such a tragedy of why you lost your status in the first place, but I'll do what I can.
Ew, he's kind of a Megan, though. Do you know what I mean?
He delights in being sassy.
He's very. Oh my god, I love that shirt. That is the most hideous shirt I've ever seen.
Prudence actually turns over to Hosh and says, or towards him, wherever he's standing, and
Over by
says,
the door.
Hosh, you're part of the convicts now.
I never signed up for that.
You signed up by not leaving.
I can leave at any time.
And I think Tendy made it clear that she can't.
Tendy holds up the contract that has Hosh's signature on it and just gently tap, tap, tap points to it
Where
and
did
then
you
puts it away.
Where did you get that?
Do not worry.
I
Tendy
didn't
has
s-
Tendy's ways.
I didn't sign anything.
Hosh, why don't you come sit with us?
What, at the kids' table? Never mind.
Leostin
Kids
frowns.
Table's cool, man.
Can I
If you don't come sit with us, I'll start throwing things at you.
I don't like sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor.
My legs are out.
Well, then sit on your knees instead.
Oh, he's awfully
there's no
good.
there's no chairs at all in this room.
No,
Oh,
none.
wait,
In a great
which-
hall that's full of banners
It's-
and shit, there's nothing.
It's just a hall with banners and it's not like a room.
Hosh,
What?
do you want to sit on my backpack?
I will come closer, but I will stand, thank you.
Catlord.
Which doors are we not allowed to open?
Well, you must be careful with that. I'll show you to your quarters, or at least where you can stay. Do mind be quite on the lookout. The Black Prince is known to wander through here from time to time. So
Black Prince.
just understand that If in order to help yourselves, you'll need to practice restraint.
Hmm.
What kind of noise was that? Because I loved it.
Angie.
And he
Hosh,
also makes that same noise.
Hosh actually walks over and goes, "You know, actually, Arison, I do have a question for you."
Huh.
And he goes, "I'm all elf ears." I'm looking to be able to find reagents for spellcasting, particularly for a ritual or two. Is there a place to be able to do such a thing here and not in the lower halls? Oh, yes, I could. You know what? I bet the blind seer could probably help with that. He has many, although he's more religious than most. I'm sure he has some reagents you'd be able to work off of him. Hosh looks over at Poppy and kind of gives a knowing nod.
He gives a thumbs up and like a mouth thank you.
There, my good
Yeah.
deed for the day is over. I wish to go to sleep. Not really, but you know.
You mentioned regular festivals earlier. Well, I could get alcohol or whatever I need.
Libations, of course.
When is the next one?
You know what? I will have to go check that calendar. I am pretty sure we are coming up on one fairly soon.
Cindy would love to see a Fey social event.
Is it common to serve sweets?
Oh my, there's every delicacy imaginable. I don't know if I can procure a menu, but I can see what kind of gossip I can find in the servants' kitchens. If that is what you're interested in, of course.
Prudence looks a little embarrassed and clears her throat. I sort of heard a tale that you're not supposed to eat food that Fae give you. Is that true?
Well, as a non-Fey, I could tell you I've been eating food here for many years, and I am perfectly fine.
But you haven't left.
Why? Is there? What? I'm confused by your meaning.
I've heard tales that if you eat food in the Fae wilds, that you won't be able to leave.
If you eat food from the Feywild, you might gain shadow corruption, but I can assure you that the goblins here will cook out as much of it as possible. It is very unlikely if you eat food here that you will gain any sort of corruption. If you were to eat wild food picked from the Shadow Realm, well then of course you run that risk.
He looks relieved. Thank the gods I'm starving.
Erison,
Yes.
can Tendi practice with Erison sometime?
You know, I think that's definitely possible. I don't mean to. I don't want you to take this all the wrong way. I really was hoping that you would be more musically inclined as a group. But I'll take demigods over musicians any day.
Tendi looks a little offended by that, but then remembers that they are also a demigod, and then it's fine.
Prudence has a +0 in performance. There's no way.
So, if you don't mind, if you want to follow me, I will show you where your rooms are.
Okay.
Or more importantly, room.
Okay.
So he will lead you down a road in which you will never return.
That's fine.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right. So if you look at the one room I have highlighted, I will move Hosh to this room if it will let me move.
Oh my god,
There you
the thingy's so big.
That's what
What?
he said.
Yeah, I don't have it gridded out. Why? You're welcome. I do understand that these quarters might be a bit cramped, but unfortunately, this is all we have, at least for this evening. You are welcome to perhaps maybe acquire more accommodations elsewhere another time. But this is what we have.
This is
It's
more than
more than enough.
adequate.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
Jinx.
What she said.
Jinx, you owe me a cinnamon roll.
Oh, you got to be careful with that here in the Feywild. They take Jinx very seriously.
Oh, I owe you a cinnamon roll. I'll start baking when we get back home.
That's, well, if only it were that simple.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I'll tell you. If you jinx somebody and say something at the same time, and you were to jinx them, they cannot speak until you say their name 3 times in a row, back to back.
Oh, so can Poppy not speak right now?
No, no, she didn't know prior to.
Did Bloody Mary, is that what happened to her?
Lealston, where would you like to sleep? In this room.
I suppose we can get the floor, let the Tendy and Poppy have the bed.
Makes sense.
Tendy does not need that, thank you.
Lee Austin frowns.
How large is this room?
Very small. I think with the 4 of us on here, so it would be 5. Each square is 5 feet. Oh, it's smaller than I thought.
No, I need to adjust it. Give me a moment.
If each square is 5 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Pippa's messing up the tracking so bad. She got her little head right in front of my head.
Yeah, it's roughly wide, it's 10 feet,
Oh my god.
and then long, it's obviously where it's at.
Is there like a bed or is it just like a room?
There is a bed.
One singular bed. Is there a pull-out couch?
No.
Lee Austin's gonna put his back against this wall and do the big grumbly dad sit down again.
Candy is gonna throw their scarf up into the rafters. There's gonna be like wood rafters that go across.
Yeah.
And they're gonna throw their scarf up there and crawl up and just hammock for the night.
Oh, cute.
Hell yeah, you know what? Inspiration for that.
Want nap.
Who'd have thought you get inspiration from napping?
Hell yeah, if I knew it was this easy.
I'll just take the corner.
And nobody's taking the beds. Go
Oh,
ahead.
so the bed is all mine.
Nope, I have the bed. Good night.
How should we have the bed?
Hosh
You
kicks
don't
out the
even
princess of his
sleep.
people from the bed.
That's fine.
Hosh
I
is
don't know
the
how to say no.
people.
No, it's fine. I'll sleep with my back against the door so nobody comes in.
I could
No,
trade you.
no,
I'm
no,
a,
no,
I'm a
no.
bigger obstacle.
Gosh, you helped me today. You get the bed.
I haven't helped you yet.
You just helped me earlier, and you said that's my good deed for the day. I'm kidding. And then we moved on. That was helpful.
Prudence crawls over to Hosh. So, Hosh, what's the deal?
So, what's going on with you and Arison?
You didn't seem very happy to see Mr. Netsunel. She has like the biggest shit-eating grin on her face, and her tail is like wagging back and forth.
Oh, baby.
I will warn all of you. I don't know how good this hype man will be for you all.
I'm listening.
From
Tendi, what was that?
she's Tendi's napping. Leave her alone.
Sorry.
Just got some nap meows coming out. Me.
It's very dusty up here.
It's a bit concerning. He looks a little bit more pallid than he did the last time I was here.
Well, somebody's appearance doesn't negate their usefulness.
Let me put it in a way that maybe you would understand. If your dear sweet Leofston, looking as he does now, you find him years later and he looks more your colored of skin, in knowing what you know of humans, what would you assume?
That he's sick. Or
Mm.
old.
Lexan frowns.
You can't see, but she's smiling.
Well, I don't think that, while I believe, at least what I've personally gathered, I don't think he has anything up his particular sleeve that is devious. There are probably motives there, and there are certainly things that he is withholding, but not in the sense that it matters to us.
Has he always been so? And she like gestures to her
Yes.
mouth.
Yes.
Okay, is that like a condition or
It's in the presence of the courts. I'm sure he probably must always. You know, there's a phrase that I've heard on Midgard that don't look such a way or your face will get stuck like that. I think that might have been. He's been the court musician for a while, so perhaps maybe that's just how his face naturally is now. And has always been, to my knowledge. I can't imagine smiling that much. There's nothing to smile about.
Hey, Hash.
it seems on oh, go ahead.
No. Finish your thought. This is a different one.
It seems as though it's not compulsory. I thought perhaps the man had been cursed.
Who's to say? I didn't want to get to know him the last time I was here. I don't think the years have made me change my mind.
Well, thank you for entertaining me.
Absolutely.
Prudence will retreat.
He looked like he's about to say something and then just shakes his head briefly and then doesn't say anything.
Oh, I want to know
Was
so bad.
it let's be friends forever? Was that what he was gonna say? You want to be friends, Prudence?
Is it here's the other half of my heart necklace?
Oh, you want
Is
to
that
be
the Friends Forever necklace?
Hey, Hash.
Yes.
Why everyone is mean to you here?
Oh, I don't.
Fucking throwing it out.
Listen, if anyone is going to be like, oh yeah, I don't like any of these people, it's going to be Hash. Tendi doesn't like it. Tendi doesn't stand for it.
You know,
And he does not appreciate the disrespect.
I appreciate your not appreciating the lack of respect, but who's to say? It's probably because I'm not a go get in line type of person. What I mean more in the sense of I'm not like every other Shadow Fae.
Flicks hair backwards over his
Hash
shoulder.
isn't like other girls, guys.
I'm like a wild stallion that can't be tamed. No, I probably rubbed them the wrong way and they rubbed me the wrong way. Who's to say who did it first? But I will say that it's probably them.
Hash is not out for social standing.
I'm more studious and involved in magic than wanting to attend a whole bunch of parties and get vastly inebriated and celebrate and hurrah until my voice is sore.
Hmm.
Prudence from the other side of the room. So, do you know why the sun is gone?
Yes.
But go on, tell us.
No, you want to ask everyone but me, so it's fine. We'll
The
wait
sun
till
is gone
you-
we'll
because
wait
the
till the
Shadow
po-
Fae don't
we'll
like the
wait
sun.
until the populace of the entire Shadow Courts is asked before I answer that question.
You were the
Well-
second person she asked.
I wasn't the first, and that
That
upsets
leaves
me.
so many people left to ask.
Well, then the
then
list will
maybe
be
you
rather
know.
long.
Maybe you know why the moon glows if there's no sun.
How about I could perhaps make this
Guys, sneaking out of this one.
in terms that Prudence would understand. Lady Sarastra is currently the presiding court queen. She is the patron goddess of all of the Shadow Fae. There is a summer, a fall, an autumn, a winter, and a spring court. If spring and summer were to be I'm sorry, if winter and fall were to be the more darker, colder, less sun type of seasons, then does that maybe paint a better picture of why there's no sun right now? God, you all. Okay, I thought you all went to bed.
Leoth's snoring.
No, I had it muted again, and I'm disappointed in myself. Because it's winter. Ooh.
I'm
Right.
so excited to wear.
Winter has least sun of whole year.
But even then, the Shadow Fae don't seem to like the sun, so they could probably just not have it.
You can just decide not to have a sun.
If
That-
Tandy was allergic to peanuts, Tandy would also get rid of peanuts.
Okay, hold. Hosh
Obviously.
immediately begins digging in his bag. He goes, "Hold on. I think I finally understand where Prudence is coming from. She's a visual learner. So let me go ahead and get out some things." He breaks out his dragon chess set.
Crayons.
He gets out his dragon chess set and he goes, "All right. This pawn is Midgard as it is, right?
Right.
And this rook is the sun."
Make sure you take that back to the Rook's Quarter where it belongs.
Oh, punny. But on Midgard, the sun goes over Midgard and then under Midgard, right?
I thought Midgard was flat.
Yes. This is a flat plane. This is a flat plane. It goes over and then under, and it repeats itself many, many times. Now, what is on top?
Midgard.
Very good, very good. What's underneath?
The Shadow Court?
No, you don't know. You've never been there.
I haven't
So
been there.
imagine that
Oh, what did
this
you say? I was testing you.
this here,
Not
this
again.
this here, right here, is
The-
not in any relation to where we are now, which is the Shadow Realm. There is no sun in the Shadow Realm
But there's a
There's-
moon,
because Lady Thrastra wills it so.
so it's not the moon.
Lady Sarastra is the queen of air and darkness.
He gets out his water skin and just begins to drink from it.
There's not enough alcohol in there for you.
No, water is good for avoiding headaches. Perhaps you can ask your new best friend all these questions when he returns.
He's not a man of science.
If I didn't know any better, it sounds like you might be jealous.
You,
I just thought that since you said that you were studious, maybe you might know.
I am studious, but I don't know if I quite appreciate the tone in which Prudence continues to joke and jive with me.
I'm trying to be buds. Sorry, I was eating something. I'm trying to be buds.
Mm.
Prudence also teases Leofston. And
Mm-hmm.
Prudence likes Leofston, so.
It's how she shows her love.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Get fucked, history. Get him, Hosh. Tell us everything you know.
Kelly! Kelly Nelson! I am eating food.
Good. I'm glad.
Kelly Abigail Blue, what did you just do?
It's Annabelle.
Well, I think we have gone on for long enough. We're over 3 hours on this recording, so I think we will end as the night itself begins. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't climb over the wall and back down to the goblin courts. This just means that
Or
you
fly.
can't go through the executioner's gate because the doors is shut at this point. But you find yourselves in the Winter's Palace with a brand new best friend in the whole wide world. And by the way, I know you all were talking during the violin, but like you've never heard somebody as good at the violin
Is this
in
nerd?
your wildest dreams than Arison.
And
Like,
does she have to give the music away to a whale? And then we have to drink its pee?
what?
What?
What's happening to you right now?
Are you
What?
okay? What?
We gotta stop the recording.